Hello, team. So
Hi.
I can sort of hear what's happening in room two. So just FYI, whatever room Paulina's in. Yeah, two. I can sort of hear her talking. I closed my door. So we'll see. She's in my
So they need to stop saying bad things about you, Susan? Is that what you're
I
trying to
didn't hear
say?
my name once.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard something else, but I did not hear my name even once. So you guys have gone over the rules with Paulina? No, you didn't.
No, because we spent the
No.
whole time going over and trying to vote for the 20 options that Jamie gave us.
I know. Did Amy's
Oh,
team did team what are team one go over the rules and everything with Amy? No, yes, no, team one.
You did
We
again.
went over some of the basics.
Generally, and we'll help her
Okay,
too if she
just
gets
as long as you
started.
don't freak her out and she doesn't screw up or whatever.
We forgot to mention to make fun of your accent as part of trivia.
We're doing it like Scientology. The interesting stuff comes later.
Mhm. After you take a third mortgage on your house and give us
Okay. All right. So let's go over these names that you guys have got for me tonight. All right. So Amy, Jamie, oh wait, Amy, Brandy, Kyle, Gail, Mike, and Paula. What do you come up with for your team name tonight?
We're the new
The new-
pope.
The new popes. Is that supposed to be capitalized?
oh, the new popes.
The new popes.
Is that like a take on the Star Wars, A New Hope?
Star Wars, the new pope.
Oh,
We should have picked that. God damn it! If we only had you on our team.
Oh,
That's a
Makes
freebie.
sense.
It's not too late. You can change your mind.
Yeah, episode
let's-
4, the new pope.
let's see. Don't they usually? Doesn't it usually take a while for them to come to a decision there?
I
you
think
have to smoke a bong.
Karen and I were talking about that today at lunch. Isn't that cool? I can go to lunch with people. So she was telling me that it's taken as long as 5 days to choose somebody, and that we were wondering if it's probably going to start on whenever the funeral is over. So I don't know.
All the cardinals have to go over to the Vatican City and
Well, aren't
get
they going to have
locked
a
up.
funeral for him there too? So
They
they're
have
in
to smoke a
town.
bong.
Yeah.
I don't know. Avi, Jamie, Janine, Paul C, Paulina, and Rob.
With all the deportations, it's odd that the White House Easter Bunny was brown in color this year. Go online, first time ever that the White House Easter Bunny was brown.
Oh, geez. It wasn't just dirty, huh?
Probably just
look-
dirty.
Look at the pictures. Every year it's white. They changed it this year to be a brown bunny. First time.
Did it mysteriously disappear to some prison right after the ceremony?
Yeah.
News to me.
Well, gee, like
I don't know. Eve,
Like,
Karen,
what-
Carl, Kevin, Norman, and Peggy.
We have, do you have to keep the baby for the $5,000?
Oh,
Does
Mhm.
they name it Donald?
What does that mean?
Oh,
Trump encouraged babies to be born. Right? If they're named Donald, they get $5,000.
Yeah.
they just give it back to them. Ben, Jim, Paul T, Ron, and Vincent. What you got?
Musketeers.
Aw.
Aw.
Aw. Can we all play the world's smallest violin for him? Aw. I'm so sorry for him. Okay, so here we are tonight. This is game number 265, 265, season 5, here on the 24th of April, 2024, which is 24 de abril, 2025. That's my Spanish for the day, for the whole week. It's so exciting. So the 4 teams that we have tonight are the new popes versus, with all the deportations, it's odd that the White House Easter Bunny was brown in color this year, versus do you have to keep the baby for the $5,000 versus musketeers. All right. Okay, fantastic. So we have leaders tonight that are going to be leading us. I have for next week, I have Rob's name put down, and that is the only, no, I don't have you next week. I have you 2 weeks from now. So next week I have nobody on the list. So if you guys want to start ponying up and thinking about the categories you want to do, I know you're there. Tonight we're leading off with Gail, then followed by Rob, then Kevin, and then Paul T. So are we all ready to start? Entonces, are we ready to start?
Yep.
I'm ready. Ready?
Okay, so Gail, you have your powers, so go for it.
Okay. I don't know if you know, I didn't until I did some research and found it out and decided to change what I was going to do. It turns out that Shakespeare was born in 1564 on April 23rd. So yesterday would have been his birthday. So of course I had to pick Shakespeare as the category.
Aw, happy birthday, William.
So
Billy, old Billy boy. Paul Carr up
And,
there is going to know all of these because he's our token Brit.
We're close friends. Yeah.
And among the things that I've always found interesting about Shakespeare, and the first question is one of the places I learned that, was that the language has changed in over 500 years. And many of us have things that, when I studied Spanish, we used to call them false friends, things that we think we understand and know, but we really don't, because the language has changed. Language changes with time. So about half the questions, I think the first 6 questions are going to be about language. And given how difficult it is to make sure we have only one answer, those questions are all going to be multiple choice. And hopefully you'll like them. All of them are basically, I'm going to put the first 2 up, and then we'll put up the others. All of the questions will be in a following quote, and I'll give you the reference to the quote. What does the word, and these are words that might have changed in meaning over time, all right? So you've got A, B, C, and D. I should probably have put a space in there. So question 1 is, in the following quote from Romeo and Juliet, what does the word wherefore mean most likely in context? Okay. And the question is about the quote, wherefore art thou, Romeo? So what we're trying to say is, what did wherefore mean in that sentence? A, why, B, soon, C, where, or D, when? And then question 2 from Richard II. Nice and trivial arguments. What does nice mean? Or, and this I have 2 references from King Lear, a most fine judge, a most sweet judge, a most nice judge. So does that word nice mean foolish, intelligent, friendly, or pleasant? And the first 6 questions, I think it is, will all be like that. And hopefully I was right when I thought if I put a Q in front, it would accept it. We'll find that out in a minute. I'm going to put them up 2 at a time, and hopefully the numbers are going to be right.
We'll pray. Can we all?
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's all pray.
Maybe it worked.
Pray to the AI gods.
Okay, so these are the Zoom gods. Yeah, they did. If I put a Q in front of it, it buys it. So they all have a Q in front of it, so it doesn't change them all to 1. Okay, question 3. From The Tempest, what does the word brave most likely mean in context? And the quote from The Tempest is, "O brave new world that has such people in it." Does it mean courageous, splendid, intelligent, or modern or up to date? Question 4 from Richard II. What does the word awful most likely mean in context? Awful men all knees must bow. Does it mean awe-inspiring, powerful, servile, or bad and unpleasant? Okay, so that's 4, 5, 4. So here come the next 2, 5 and 6. Again. Question 5. From Henry IV, Part 1. What does naughty mean in this context? Thou art a naughty knave, or from The Merchant of Venice, thou naughty jailer, why art thou so fond to come abroad with him at his request? Does it mean A, wicked or worthless, B, mischievous, C, disobedient, or D, creative? Question 6. From Othello, what is meant by the use of the word fond? Fond done fondly, or from Hamlet, yea, from the table of my memory I'll wipe away all trivial fond root records. A, with affection, B, envious, C, foolish, or D, insane? Up to 6. Here comes 7 and 8. Question 7. From As You Like It, what does this reveal about Shakespeare's idea of fool? The fool does think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. A, a clown, B, an ignorant person, C, a court jester, or D, a reflective philosopher? Question 8. Which Shakespeare play features a heroine who disguises herself as a man and becomes a lawyer? So we've now switched to just questions about Shakespeare. A, All's Well That Ends Well, B, The Merchant of Venice, C, Twelfth Night, or D, Measure for Measure? Okay, let's do 9. And I'm going to do 9 by itself because for 10 and the bonus, I have pictures that I hope I'm going to be able to get in there, we'll see. Okay, so here's question 9. Which of these names did Shakespeare invent or popularize significantly? A, Jessica, B, Olivia, D, Miranda, C, Miranda, or D, all of the above, or E, none of the above? And now we're going to have 2 other questions that include a picture. And I'm going to try and put the picture online, and then I'll give you the question. Here comes the picture. Okay. That's the picture.
Where do we see this?
Oh, it's coming up. It's in
Oh,
chat.
Right there.
It just took
Okay.
a second to come up.
And the question here is, who's talking in that picture? And I'm not going to tell you anything else about it other than that. And this next one, this is the bonus. And the bonus question is, from what play does that picture come? And this is the play where the king says, a horse, my kingdom for a horse. Okay?
This is clever, very clever, Gail.
Thank you. Okay. So
Look at how sophisticated she has become. When I first met you,
yes, right.
You were like, what? And now look at her. Oh, let me put a picture in and I'm going to do this. And look at, wow, good job, Gail. Miss Technology now. Very impressed.
Okay.
Look at even, she can send us to our
Let's go.
rooms. Look at this.
Join.
Made her into a,
Yeah, you did.
I don't know. I don't have a word. Okay. I'll see you in a little bit. Hello, team. Hello. I'm here to be of zero help.
I can share this.
We'd expect nothing less, Susan.
Thank you, Brandy. I love you.
So, Brandy, you said you know number 1.
Yeah, number 1 is a why.
Yeah.
Really?
Why are you Romeo?
Yeah.
Oh, would have thought it for sure was where.
Well,
No,
I'm gonna
it's-
assume that most of these are. It's not the obvious one. It's like
Yeah.
it's not the modern usage. Although a lot of modern usages, I think, came from the way Shakespeare used it. Like talent used to be coins, and it means what it means now because of Shakespeare.
Hmm.
I think.
Okay. What does nice mean?
I'm thinking
Still
foolish.
the sweet
Yeah,
gem.
that sounds about right to me.
For number two?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What'd you
that's
say
what I
for
was
two?
thinking. For three, I'm pretty sure that's splendid B.
Oh wait, that's A. I see. Hold on.
So first one is Y. And second one is, oh, I gotta put the little.
Is that from context? I would guess C, servile.
Yeah.
For which one?
Four.
For four,
Four.
awful. They're full of awe, which means they're in awe of.
A.
No, the opposite. C. Because you don't bow if you're awe-inspiring. You bow if you're someone else's awe-inspiring, and so which means you're servile if your knees bow.
All right.
That's
So
again,
we're
this is
picking
all
C?
sort of guessing
Yeah,
from
I'm not sure.
context.
I would think it'd be wicked.
But that's what it
Wicked.
means now.
Oh. I mean, thou art
Isn't
a
it
nice.
mischievous?
I thought it was disobedient. C.
It could be. I mean, that's kind of what it means now,
I mean,
though.
they're all kind of
I
synonymous.
think that might be wicked, but I am not sure.
I'll go for D, creative, since everybody
Sure.
just to
Paul
be
needs to cover.
horrible. What is that?
Because worthless makes sense if you think of the word not meaning nothing or zero.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah.
All right. So A.
Okay.
I don't know nothing about it. So.
It's
I would
C.
I wouldn't have think any of these fit.
I'm thinking foolish.
I would have thought it meant like correctly.
I mean, my guess would be B, but that's again just a guess from context.
I feel like it's
Sort of
foolish.
fits in both of them.
Which one, Amy, do you feel like?
I feel like it's foolish.
Same
What's
here.
the first one? Foolish, done.
Yeah.
We got 2 for foolish.
I don't have
Is
strong
that
feelings one way or the
for
other.
number 6?
6.
I'm gonna go with foolish.
I'll agree.
I'll go with the peer pressure. I would think B for
Yeah.
7.
Like
Yeah.
Socrates.
People should know that they're not smart, I guess.
Okay, so we're choosing B?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't base it on me. I'm just guessing. I don't think I don't know my Shakespeare very well. But
I
could
don't
it
know
be
this one.
Merchants of Venice?
Yeah, well, it's
That's what I guessed because that I know that one's more about business. I never actually read it, but it's like
the
about
Merchant of Venice is more of a tragedy, and it seems like the idea of women dressing up as men is more something that runs through the comedies.
oh.
I think so. Maybe all's well that ends well.
I've never heard of Measure for Measure. And I don't know what 12th Ninth is or All's Well That Ends Well. I don't know.
Oh.
Which one of those is a comedy? But that makes sense. It sounds like it'd be more of a comedy.
Maybe Measure for Measure. I don't know. My guess.
I know 12th Night was also a comedy, and then
That's what I
Measure for Measure. Hmm.
But I don't
Yeah.
know about this.
Everything, all of them, but Merchant of Venice, I think, are comedies.
Okay, I'm going to close all the rooms. It looks like everybody's almost done.
No,
Give
we're
us
still
another 2
going.
minutes.
We're still going.
No, she could go. We got 2 minutes.
We've got 2 minutes left. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you need
that'll be
do you
all
need
right.
more time?
No,
Yeah.
go ahead.
A little bit.
I
We
know
need
the
about
last
2
three
minutes.
questions, 9, 10, and the
Okay, so what do you guys want? Okay, which of the go to question 9? Which of the names does Shakespeare invent?
all of them. I
think
heard
I'll-
this before.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the picture of the guy with the skull, is that Alas Poor Yorick from Hamlet?
Hamlet, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And
yeah.
then
Bonus is Richard III.
King Lear. I don't know. I have no idea.
no, Richard III.
Oh, Richard III. That's
Oh
right.
yeah, that's
A
right.
horse, my kingdom for a horse.
Yeah.
That was
That's
at
from
I saw that.
Blackadder.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good.
I saw that
Why
with
his
the-
from
Played by
Blackadder.
Peter Cook.
I got that. Well, see, look, you answered 3 questions in like 20 seconds. So go back to Q8.
My guess would be D, Measure for Measure, but
What's that
because
about?
that sounds like something where something lawyerly could happen in.
That's true because
Like
like
Measure for Measure, like a contract, like a lawyer.
scales of justice measure. So maybe.
I feel bad I don't know the answer to that
Again,
one.
that's your guess.
Paula,
based
you
on-
said that 12th Night is a comedy. What is it have anything to do with a woman dressing up?
I don't remember.
Twelfth
It's
Night, I
been
think,
so
is one of those
long.
people out in the woods comedies.
You mean like Midsummer's Night?
Yeah. Again, that's aside from the fact that I try to go to Shakespeare in the Park when they have it here, when I can.
I'm fine with D. I don't have a clue.
Yeah.
Anybody else know?
Again, if nobody else has a
I think I'm good with
more
that.
founded guess, but
Okay, so we're
think we're good.
picking
Measure for Measure.
Measure for Measure. Okay.
So I'm
So
only here for
after
this
the-
round. Then I'm
after
gone, Amy.
after
Very interesting, Gail. 2 thumbs up.
I have a question for you, Susan. I know that I'm going to meet you in person during the conference, but who else am I going to meet in person?
Deborah,
Deborah? And
Yeah.
you're going to meet 2 of my other board members. Will be there, Robin and Lee.
Oh, all right.
We're taking the entire board. This is our retreat this year.
Cool.
Okay. Are you ready for the answers?
So the board won't be bored on the.
No, we will not be bored.
So,
Oh,
so
we're never bored.
I do have a question about the birthday thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know the calendar changed like about 10 or 15 years or so after.
Yeah.
So like, are we adjusting for that when we say it's the anniversary? I'm not clear on how that
I
is.
don't know. I just know that
Nobody cares.
I didn't check that out. I just accepted that yesterday would have
Yeah,
been.
but I always wonder about that when some date is before that. It's like,
It was only 500 years ago. I don't think they changed it that recently, did they?
no, but the calendar changed. It was like, I don't know, 20 years after his
It
birth.
changed, but I thought it was more than 500 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
no. That's
not the point.
Pope Gregory did that sometime after the Reformation went through, so it took a while for it to become uniform through Europe.
It changed in
So-
1582. So very close.
Yeah.
The Russians were still using the old calendar at Napoleonic times.
So if he was born before it was changed.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So whatever they marked as his birthday then, now it's a different day of the week, and I don't know if they've adjusted for that when they say it's an anniversary.
And Rob needs to know because when he programs the flux capacitor, he needs to know what date to put in.
Because you really want to be there for that.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right.
The Gregorian reform was sometime in the middle of the 1500s. Yeah.
All right, Gail, take over.
Ready for the answers? You can see my screen, right?
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am.
Okay.
See it.
Here are the answers. Question 1, the answer is why. And that, by the way, was the inspiration because I never could figure that out. I had watched the Little Rascals where he says that quote and says, "Where are you? Where are you?" Right? It had nothing to do with where. It's why was his name
Little Rascals. I was saying I get all my history from Blackadder, and you're talking about Little Rascals. All right.
Little Rascals. Yeah, it was in Little Rascals. That one, and that's when I learned about these false things. So the correct answer, I think everybody got that one that I heard, that I saw, is why.
If any of you guys have watched the comedy show Upstart Crow, they deal with this in a specific episode too.
Oh, okay.
Where it's about Shakespeare.
Well, it's the one that's probably most often misunderstood because it sounds like she's saying, "Where are you?" And she isn't. She's saying, "Why are you called Romeo?" Question 2 is friendly.
Oh no.
Oh, really?
Question 3 is splendid.
Oh, yes.
Really?
Has such splendid people in it. 4 is awe-inspiring. Awful means awe-inspiring.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but some powerful people are inspiring.
Well, that may be, but that's why I gave you.
I missed it.
Now you know why I gave you choices.
Splendid.
Question 5 is wicked or worthless.
Wicked.
Yay.
6 is C, foolish.
Yay, finally.
Yay.
What letter was 5?
5 was
A.
5 is A, wicked. 6 is foolish. 7 is D, a reflective philosopher. I think that's a hard one.
Oh.
The fool thinks he's wise, but the man knows himself to be a fool. He knows himself to be wise, right?
Oh, I have heard that. Okay.
8 is from The Merchant of Venice.
Oh.
Yay,
We got
Peggy.
so close to getting that one.
Oh, that's the one I said. Hey, you guys, I just want you guys to know if you go back and listen to the recording, that's the one I said. And then I
All
got
the other
talked out
teams
of it.
thank you for that, Susan. All the other teams thank you for that point.
Problem
did I not?
is that there are so many where she dresses up as a guy or he dresses
And I think 9 and 10, everybody probably got these right. Oh, 9, I'm sorry. Which of the names, all of those are names that he either invented totally or have publicized, and they've now become popular names. So the answer is D, all of them. And he's famous for all those words that he created that are now part of our language.
Did he do that for Ophelia too?
I don't know of any Ophelias, do you?
Lots
Lots of Jessicas,
only know
Olivias,
one.
and Mirandas, though.
Yeah.
Okay, and 10 and the bonus are the 2 that I think everybody got. That's from Hamlet, right?
Yeah.
Hamlet says that. Everybody knew that quote, I think. And the
Oh,
bonus
no.
is from Richard III.
From Blackadder.
What was the bonus?
Richard III.
Oh, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
He gets when he's unhorsed. He says, "My kingdom for a horse."
So you get your Shakespeare from the Little Rascals? That's like me
Well, I
getting
guess that wasn't-
my
that's
classical
where I
music
learned I
from
wasn't
Looney Tunes.
understanding everything.
Well, I got it from Blackadder.
Yeah. I got
There's a lot of classical music in Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
That's
true.
where I get my classical music from.
I knew A from a science fiction story that where languages had diverged, and at the start of the story, they have a quote from King Charles II, calling the new church awful something something, and then at the end of the story says, but actually it was a compliment was intended. We'd say awe-inspiring today, and then after
We have a drink called the Awful Awful.
but
Yeah.
it's
Do you
really
have a
good
picture,
though.
Kevin, of you and is that guy with the Shakespeare with elf ears in your picture?
That's a scene from the Twilight Zone episode called The Bard, where a playwright runs out of ideas, so he has a time machine to bring Shakespeare back to write his plays in modern times. It's a horrible episode though, but that's Burt Reynolds.
It was awful. I saw that one very recently.
It's awful. It's one of the
Why
worst
does
Twilight
his
Zone
ears look
episodes.
like he's got elf ears on, like, you
I
know?
think that's just his wig.
And they all
Gail,
speak
could you post the
perfect
answer?
He was
modern
a
English.
DEI
Yeah,
Everyone he brings
it's just
back,
it's an awful episode.
everyone he brings back speaks perfect modern English.
It's
is
got
that
a
right?
couple of famous people in it though. It's got a famous director and Burt Reynolds.
Don't say too
Avi's
much. You
got
may
a-
want to do a category later, Kevin.
Oh, you're doing Twilight
He
Zone.
wants to
Okay.
do. Don't get him started on these because he will.
Time travel.
All right, scores.
Yeah, and
I was
Gail,
thinking of the
can you
Twilight
post
Zones.
the
Okay.
answers, please?
Musketeers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We got 9.
Oh, very good.
Damn.
All right, team. Do you have to keep the baby for the $5,000?
Unless someone else keeps track, I won't know until the answers are posted in chat. There's a couple I'm not sure of.
I think we got 6.
Okay.
I'm putting the
Okay.
answers in the chat right now.
Team, with all the deportations, it's odd that the White House Easter Bunny was brown in color this year.
6.
All right, the new popes, which was Gail's team.
There they are.
We got 8.
We did. Yeah.
Well done. So you have an average score of 7.3. Probably don't do a bonus because then it would have been harder. We would have at least one score less. Very good. Good job, Gail. Okay, so we have next up is Robert.
All right. Guys, I got to go to sleep. Good night, everyone.
Mike. Nice
Cheers.
to meet you.
Good night, Mike.
Good to see you, Mike.
Tell everybody
However
hello on the
briefly.
view for me.
All right. I almost wrecked the view today by accidentally unplugging a computer.
Oh, well,
But
tell them.
luckily, I think it was like after the show was over. All right. See you later. Bye.
Wait, Mike works for The View?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Apparently.
Do you not understand, Avi, the amount of awesomeness this whole team, all of you guys together make? In your own little way, everybody is awesome. And then when you're all together, it's got to have a new noun. It's got to be like
Mike works for The View. Susan controls Wikipedia. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
Well-
It's a new noun. I can think of one. Or new adjective. I can think of one. Awful.
awful.
Yeah. We're just awful.
If you start you pick 30 people and you put them in a room like this and you start talking to them, man, I tell you, we could solve any problem. I think we could solve any kind of problem possible. And that includes like gardening,
things.
domestic stuff, baby rearing, all that stuff. We got it.
Just take a look at the Middle East. That just probably needs a new pair of set eyes, you know?
If they put all 30 of us on it, we could probably do it.
The matter would be if they would do what we told them.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
I'm
that's
sure we
true.
could come up with good things to make them tell them to
Right,
do.
we could-
But
we
they,
could-
you know.
Yeah, but okay. So Rob,
All right. So I have never done this category before. I actually watched
Do we
some.
have to do scores first?
we already did them.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
7.3 you got, Gail.
I have a correction. I think we actually got a 10.
Huh.
When Gail
Oh.
posted the answers, I double checked and
Oh, we got a
it
10
marked
too.
one
We
wrong.
got a 10 also.
I got 11 actually, Rob.
Anybody
I
not
thought
getting
we
10
got a
now that you look at the
7.
answers?
What's the lowest score?
10.
6.
Oh, that's good because we get the next player then.
No, there's a tie. So I'm gonna
Oh,
have to.
then
I'm
we
gonna
got
have to
5 and a
figure out how I'm
half.
gonna choose between the two. I'm
Also,
waiting-
apparently, Olivia did not originate in the Shakespeare play, according to Wikipedia.
Well, you know, anybody can add
Popularized.
Wikipedia. That's nonsense.
We trust
What'd you
Wikipedia.
learn?
I just want you to know my middle name is Olivia. Emily's middle name is Olivia. My grandmother's name is Olivia.
And Paul's
And I-
middle name is Olivia.
So it's one of
dog's
my
name-
favorite names.
Yeah, I love Oil I Buy.
And you have anything to do with Shakespeare?
She's in 12th Night. She's a major character in 12th Night.
There you go.
Yes,
So there. So there
that's what
are.
Abby Steiner put into the chat.
It was popular. It was popularized.
Rob, if
That's what
that's
the
what the
question
question
was.
asked. If
Right.
it was
Yeah, that
popularized
was
or
the thing.
invented.
If that was
Rob,
the-
Rob,
It's
I
popular
think we got a
because of it.
7 instead of
Oh,
a 6.
okay. I apologize.
We got that on audio. All right, cool. Rob, can you please take over? We'll sit and argue some more.
Okay, I have not done this category before. I was watching something on television and then I watched another thing and it's like, ooh, they were connected in this way. Name the replacements. So what I want you to do is name the character or the actor as requested. Pay attention to which you need to name. So this is going to be someone who replaced somebody essentially.
Ooh,
Okay.
I could do that. I know one.
Right. Number one.
One.
Number one.
Hey.
Which actor replaced Farrah Fawcett when Farrah left Charlie's Angels after only one season?
She's only on there for one season?
That's what I said. Number two. Following the death of Jim Henson in 1990, he took over as the voice of Kermit the Frog. And by the way, since July 2017, Matt Vogel has been Kermit's voice, so that's not the answer. There was somebody between these guys. Who was that? Number three. Amy Pond, played by Karen Gillian, served as the companion of the 11th Doctor for 3 seasons. What character replaced her for the next 2 seasons as the companion of the 12th Doctor? I'm bouncing all over here, so.
That's good. Maybe I'll have a chance.
Yeah. Number 4. The only person who won't know any of these is on my team. Sorry, Janine. Number 4. Here goes for my background. Roger Moore played James Bond in 7 films. Who was the next actor to play Bond?
Janine knows that. She's got a poster up of him on her cabin wall. I know, I've seen it.
Number 5. Who was the second actor to portray Darren Stevens in Bewitched?
I knew that question was going to be on here.
Me too.
Number 6. What character replaced Tasha Yar as Chief of Security of the NCC 1701D?
Was that question in English?
Number 7.
Yep.
And you want the character's name, not the person who's
When I say
played the
character,
character?
I want character. That is correct.
Okay.
If I say actor, I want the actor's name. That is correct. Number 7. After Norman Fell and Audra Lindley, who was the wife, left Three's Company in '79 for their own sitcom, which bombed, The Ropers, this actor took over the role of the building manager. Number 8. This new character was added to Cheers in 1987 as a replacement for Diane Chambers. Number 9.
Character. Hmm.
In The Munsters, Marilyn was played in the first 13 episodes only by Beverly Owen. Which actress replaced her for the entire remainder of the run of The Munsters? Number 10. This character was added to the SG-1 team in season 6 of Stargate SG-1 to replace Dr. Daniel Jackson. He was a scientist of Langara, a planet technologically equivalent to 1940s Earth. I put all that rest of it in there for Peggy, so I'm sure it would help her.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And there's no bonus, so that's it. Any questions? Again,
I
pay
gotta figure out which
attention.
team
Pay
I'm putting-
attention to character or actor. I was going to be really generous and say either one, but Susan wants these hard, so I decided to go with
More
one of these.
difficult. You guys are too, you're just
Thanks,
so
Susan.
easy. It's too easy. I gotta figure out what I'm putting Deborah on. I think I should put you on the
Sent you a photo of the questions. Can you help me?
okay, I'm gonna put you over here.
Join.
I'm gonna put you here because I think we're gonna lose that person. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna put you here because Avi usually leaves early. Okay. It's all good.
Story.
Too. No, come on, Paulina. You know you follow Jim Henson stuff.
No, I don't know what that is.
He's Kermit the Frog's inventor.
I know that there's Kermit the Frog memes.
Wasn't Kermit the Frog, wasn't his brother? Jim Henson's brother?
That's what I know. I
It
know
was
that
his
there's
son, Brian Henson, took over.
I know that there's Muppet Babies in the
But
80s.
Was it Frank Oz?
I know there's Muppet Babies, and
Are
there's
we on
a
question
cartoon.
one?
Does Miss Piggy
Question
have-
one. Did Farrah Fawcett really? She only had one season on Charlie's Angels? I thought she was the Charlie's Angel.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Farrah Fawcett?
Maybe the answer is a trick question, and there was only one season of Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
Isn't that a movie in the 90s?
Okay.
Oh no, that's a TV show.
Sarah, did you ever watch Charlie's Angels? Okay.
Ask her if she knows who's the death voice of Kermit.
We were trying to figure that out a second ago. We were thinking Brian Henson or Frank Oz. I'm not entirely sure. Brian Henson's Jim Henson's son, and currently the head of the Henson Company, or took over.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it would be him that did that. I kind of
Well, at
don't
least
think.
that's a name. It's
I'll just put Brian Henson for now.
Could one be Cheryl T
Let's write that. So Cheryl
Teague
with a C?
Cheryl
I don't know that for. Yeah,
Oh,
that's good enough.
Okay.
Does anyone know, Sarah, what was Clara the
Oswald.
Oswald?
Clara Oswald.
Yeah. Oswald, it was Okay. I couldn't remember.
who was next to play Bond after
Impossible Girl.
Roger Moore.
I think it was Timothy Dalton.
I thought it was
sounds
Pierce
right.
Brosnan.
Timothy
Pierce
Dalton.
Brosnan was much later, I think, in the
Was
90s.
that
Didn't he have
later?
only
Okay.
one? Paul, wasn't he only one? Timothy Dalton? In one.
One or two, I think. It was very quick, yeah, his career as Bond.
And I knew
Oh.
this question about Darren Stevens and Bewitched.
Is that trying to remember? Dick York was one of them.
I think he was the first one, wasn't he?
Shit. Was Dick York the first one?
Ask Sarah.
Sarah, do you know the actors who played Darren Stevens in Bewitched?
Dick York and crap when I hear it.
Because I think he was an alcoholic, wasn't he? And he was gay.
No,
And they
yeah,
got
he
rid
was,
of him?
he was very sick.
We've had this as a question before.
Yeah, I we had it enough for me to know that we've had
Well,
it.
let's put Darren. What was his name?
Dick
Daryl-
York.
Dick
York for now.
But he was like you said. I think he was the first one.
But at least it's a name. By the way, my dad's going to get home soon, so if he gets home while we're not before we get on break, then you might end up having to put him on my team, on
Okay.
this team. But if he gets home after break or during break, then whatever.
Yeah, Worf, that makes sense. Oh, Norman fell. Oh,
Did he hurt himself?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, isn't that his name?
Yeah, Norman Fell. Who took over after him?
I mean, it's
Oh
capitalized.
no, that was no. That's what's his name? He was on the Andy Griffith show.
Oh, it's what's his face? The guy that's in the sheriff.
The sheriff on the sheriff.
Not the sheriff, but the deputy.
Deputy.
Barney
yeah.
Fife.
Barney
character.
Fife. Yeah.
Barney Fife. That's right.
Who played Barney Fife?
Yes, that's not his real name.
Oh,
That's
his name is
character
his
That
name-
was shit.
Somebody says it on the
Oh, that's only to his, close friends.
Well, that was my wife thinks number one is Jacqueline Smith.
I think she's probably right.
Barney
They didn't look the same.
Myth.
Yeah.
His name, I can picture him. I can hear his voice. He was also in that
Oh,
doll
that's-
movie.
Oh yeah, he's
And
character actor.
He's
Yeah, that's
plays that real idiot character kind of guy.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, let me ask my wife. Hold on.
It's a goofball.
And number 9, that was
Number 8, we know who that is. That's the Scientologist.
Oh,
Leah Remini.
No, the other one that died recently. Her name is she had the long hair.
Jenny. Sarah says Jenny something.
She has that really long hair, and she just recently died. She didn't recount. She probably died from cancer like last year.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm picturing the person was like the Jenny Craig. She used to do stuff for Jenny Craig.
Yeah, her name is
Okay, 45.
you can put you guys don't know who this is?
I'm picturing her, but I can't. I mean, I've never seen Cheers, but I know the actor.
She is
Okay, yeah, I got it. Number 7 is Don Knotts.
Oh, Don Knotts. Yeah, of
how
course.
could we forget that?
I don't know.
K-N-O-T-S.
Because we're old.
You guys are talking gibberish. I don't know what you
Marilyn
guys are
was
saying.
Priest. Number 9, her name was Priest.
No. Oh, Priest. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of 8 is the
Well, what was her first name?
Judas.
Number 9. Priest. Oh shit, what was her first name? Do we need her first name?
Probably.
What was her name? Something Priest.
Sarah, did you ever watch The Munsters or know any of the actors?
It's a Priest. Elizabeth, not
God, what is
Elizabeth.
her name?
Priest. Or,
Sarah says maybe Christy something for number 8.
Kirstie Alley.
Oh,
Kirstie
Kirstie,
Alley?
yeah.
Thank you. As long as
Oh, yeah,
I just
yeah,
need
yeah.
a little help. I just need a little help.
Sarah says you're welcome. Did I spell this right?
Alley.
Allie, A-L-L.
Kirstie Alley. Okay.
She died, didn't she?
Yeah,
She
just like
passed away.
last year from cancer.
Yeah.
And
Cyn-
since
number
Scientology
10.
doesn't believe in doctors and stuff like
Cynthia.
that, I think having her last name's probably okay if you guys got that.
I mean, it's my wife, number 9. Hold on.
Characters added to the SG1 team in season 6.
I never even heard of that. I don't even know what that means.
I don't even know what they're talking about. I think I've heard of Stargate.
I've heard of Stargate.
Paul, are you in town? Were you Monterey or Santa Cruz still?
Still Santa Cruz, but I'm coming back on Monday.
Sarah, you haven't watched any Stargate, have you? Okay, I guess that answered that question.
I'm still trying
I
to
guess
figure
none of
out.
us watched Stargate.
I'm still trying to
I
find out.
started
when I can probably
watching
do a
like one
party.
episode and it was so corny. It's a sci-fi series where they're like Egyptian aliens or something. It's weird.
Deborah,
Egyptian aliens.
Deborah,
Yes.
are you around the last weekend of November? That would be the 30th or 31st or the 1st
I
June.
don't know. Why not? Why?
Well, because I'm trying to plan a party. Paul, are you
Oh,
around?
that's an awful
When's
long
that?
time from now.
When?
The 31st, the 1st
Of what?
There
of
isn't
May.
no 30. There is no 31st of November.
July?
May
May.
31st.
You said November.
I'm talking about May.
You
That's
said
not what you said.
November.
You
Okay.
said
Well, I know
November.
there's.
Fucking
I'll invite you
Susan.
guys over on the 29th of February. The 30th.
You
Next
want
year.
April?
I'm saying the 31st or the 1st of June.
Oh, June.
June doesn't
June.
have a 31st either.
I'm saying the 31st of May or the 1st of June. Are
Did
you
you see
guys
Rob's notes?
around?
Oh, does anyone know Worf's full name?
Worf
I
has
can't pronounce. It's not spelled with any letters that are usable.
Does Worf actually have a full name?
I
Does
don't
he have
think
a
so.
last name?
Right?
Commander Worf, I think. Paulina, Paul,
Huh?
I have asked you Saturday, the last Saturday in the month of May, or the first Sunday in the month of June.
Okay.
As
That
far
might
as
be
I
the-
know, I'm here.
Yeah,
Sarah,
Paul,
do you know any
Deborah
of
said
any
yeah.
actresses with the last name Priest?
Paul,
I'm
what's your-
around.
you are in town, Monterey?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Who would have
Paulina?
been who would have been
Same.
around?
Okay,
when the
I'm going to write
Munsters
this
were out?
down. That
Yes.
maybe I'm going to have a party on
Okay.
Munsters is
Saturday or
black and
Sunday.
white.
Okay.
Oh,
That's fine.
when was the Munsters? When did the Munsters run?
It was during the late 60s.
We've had
Late
that
60s.
question before. And Saturdays are better than Sundays, I think.
Barbara,
It doesn't matter as
Doesn't
long
matter.
as it's if it's after mid-June, I will be in Peru.
No, that's good. You should go to Peru. I think it's a great idea.
Are you from Peru? Or you
No,
have family there?
I'm going to a destination wedding for my best friend.
Oh, that's
He met
fun.
a Peruvian.
Fun.
Yeah, he met a Peruvian, and so because she's from there, they decided to have the wedding there, and she's moving to the States.
Oh, that's
Oh, that sounds really
So-
fun.
The
Yeah.
food is phenomenal.
Peru's one of
is
the
this
places I really want to go to.
Is this
Paul,
a
have you
good
been
time
there?
to try and move into the United States? I'd be very scared.
I don't know. I've been here since I was 2, so I don't know. I have no idea. I was born in Mexico, so I don't know. This is my home. I don't know
You're here now.
anything else. I had no choice. I grew up here, so I don't know.
Then she met me.
Yeah, then I met Susan.
So my best friend in graduate school was from Peru.
Oh,
And
so
I always wanted to go.
Yeah.
Paul,
So we're
did you say
gonna-
you've been there?
I've never been there.
Oh, Paul.
I'm gonna travel with
No.
a
I
coworker.
thought you said no. You're you're going with a coworker.
Yeah.
This is exciting. It's very exciting. You get all your vaccinations, Paulina.
Why?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm anti-vax.
She's such a pain in the ass. You guys, you hang out.
You know,
with
one
her
of
and
my
you would think
one
she's
of the
a
guys I
raving
used to
Trump
work
supporter.
with,
The way
one of the
she-
guys I used to work with went to Peru for to
Where did
We
she go?
Where did she go?
She got disappeared.
Yeah,
The aliens came and got her
we
because
scared
she was
her.
going to tell
Get
us
her out.
a secret about Peru.
Bring her back.
Jamie, you haven't been there, have you? That's why
Peru,
Peru.
no.
Okay. Huh?
Colombia.
Okay.
No,
Well, don't go to
next door.
Peru. before- Every
I
time
won't go.
Jamie goes somewhere, he's done 2 categories on places he's been.
How do you
that have
know
had
what
disasters
vaccines?
after he left?
How would you
Exactly.
know, Susan? How would you know what vaccines you need?
You check. You can check online. Well, I don't know if that's still up or check with the travel doctor.
Yeah,
Well, remember-
usually
But
we
it's
had to get
important.
Cass
yellow
got,
fever.
Cass got all sorts of vaccines, and now he's
Yeah,
sick as a
yellow
dog.
fever.
You have to have yellow fever before you go to many South American countries.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yellow fever is a big deal.
And measles. And Paulina, do not brush your teeth.
Hey,
You-
Rob, you
water
said
in
full
the-
name.
in the
For number
sink.
6, you want his house or his adopted parent's name?
What a jerk.
Man.
Jerk.
Oh man, Coral.
You know that. We
All
know
right.
his last name.
Hamilton's yelling at me.
Ham. Shush. I can hear him talking. I can hear him. He's so
Okay,
excited
I hope
somebody's
that,
gonna-
I hope that was somewhat fun. Okay. Still
Yeah,
think
that's fine.
the grooms I was looking at might still have been too easy. All right, let's see. Let's put this in player mode here. There we go. Okay, name the replacements.
Name the replacement.
Number 1 is Cheryl Ladd.
right.
Cheryl,
First
yeah.
name wrong, last name.
Hey, really? I thought she was really only. I thought she was the Charlie's Angel. How could they let her go?
Because she
left.
wanted
She
too
left.
much money, I think, if I remember.
Want to do
Gail,
something
I
else.
sent you a message.
What?
Number 2. I don't think anybody got this one.
Ah, dang it.
Oh,
Couldn't remember
Hi,
if his son
Hamilton,
did
stop.
it. at
Oh
all.
yeah, I've heard of him.
All right, number 3. Clara Oswald.
Oh shoot.
We got it.
Number 4 is Timothy Dalton.
Yeah, we got that one. Thank you,
Yeah.
Paul.
Number 5 is the Sergeant one, not the York one.
Sergeant.
We got a 50-50, I guess.
But they were
We
both
got
they
the
were both
Dick York,
dicks.
but
So
we didn't get the
yeah, there
other.
we go.
They looked
Sure.
identical to me.
Sergeant York, come on.
Number 6, Worf, son of Moog. Did anyone have
Yes.
son of Moog?
I
Son of-
put it.
Son of Moog, adopted son of Ratinko.
Can we just get it if it's Worf?
Yes, you can just get it if it's Worf.
First name is Lieutenant.
The minute Carl brought it up at the beginning, I go, I
Commander.
better add that to the end of my answer.
I knew he would know it though.
Yeah.
All right. Number 7 is Don.
Yeah.
That took
Yes.
us a minute. That's brilliant. Thank you, Jamie's wife.
Yep.
Number 8 is Rebecca Howe,
Yes.
not Anderson.
last
People.
name.
Wait,
I'm gonna count that
wait,
because I
it's
was
not Chris
saying
Dow.
it on our
Char-
team before we got
character.
kicked out.
Not the actor.
He said,
Character
he
name.
said
Oh,
the character.
we put the carrot. We put the actor.
Did I not say pay attention in the writing and
I know.
Okay. Did anybody get the whole name?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have remembered Rebecca Wow.
I did. It popped into my head at the last
Yes,
minute.
Gail,
Yeah,
I
you have
sent
to-
you a message before you started reading off the.
Everybody knows her name.
I saw you know.
Oh,
who it was.
yes.
Everybody
Okay.
knows her name.
Yeah, you have to just picture Woody saying her, Mrs. Howe, Ms. Howe. Yeah.
She's the Scientologist that just died.
Number
Well,
9.
she's dead now.
Did anybody get this one? Pat?
No,
Patrick
Priest.
couldn't remember.
Oh,
How
yeah,
got
yeah.
it?
A priest.
How pretty.
So
So
yeah,
somebody got the full name?
Carl
yeah,
got it.
the
We have
first
a lot.
actress, the first actress left because all it says is she got married. It's like, okay, that's a reason to leave a series. All right.
Yeah, we said priest. Miss
In,
Priest.
in back in that time, yeah,
We
it
got
was.
it.
She wasn't
For
forced
women.
to. She wanted to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she just left. That's weird.
Yeah.
And number 10. Number 10, Jonas Quinn. Did anybody get Jonas Quinn?
We got
Are you
Jonas
sure it's
Quinn.
not Dr.
Wow.
Of course, you would get Jonas.
Carl
Good
got
job,
it.
team.
Are you sure it's not Dr. Fussy Pants?
And this is the only scene I could find with both of the characters in it. And Carl gave me a spoiler that tells me Dr. Jackson's coming back, which I don't understand. But
Aw.
They're
Darn. Now you can't
restarting
watch it.
Stargate.
Can't watch it now. Okay, so just FYI, I have one name now on our list for next week. Thank you, Peggy. So I'm just throwing it out there to put it in your brains that we're going to need people. So
here are the answers in the chat.
Okay. So we're going to go with all the deportations. It's odd that the White House Easter Bunny was brown in color this year.
4.
And that was Rob's team.
No.
Good job, team.
Oh,
I was on that team.
So are they going to change it to the brown house?
Do you have to keep the baby for the $5,000?
9.
Or I should say, how long do you have to keep the baby for?
Stupid frog.
The new popes. The new popes.
It 8.
Whoa. Good job.
And musketeers.
7.
Things are getting close.
10.
What are you
to
talking
17.
about? We're so far behind.
Well, I'll be off your team next time, so that'll be all right. You guys will be fine. Okay, so let's take our family photo.
Family photo.
Family photo.
Amy, these people get into this photo bit. It's so funny. Okay. All right, let me see.
Well, except for Carl. He's got
Where's
the
Carl?
Got a cat.
No, we just have a cat.
Just cat.
Been
Foot.
replaced by a cat.
Foot.
Cat in the sock.
Okay, I see. Oh,
That's not a hole in the sock, is it?
Ninja
Two
cat.
cats.
Ninja cat.
okay, it's not Ninja Cat. Okay, ready?
Cats.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
These
Let's see.
cats are like,
Oh,
what?
Oh, it smiles with
Aw.
her face.
Cats always ruin a picture.
Oh,
Oh, no, they don't.
What?
What the heck is that?
5-minute break.
Yes, we're on a 5-minute break. Come back with
Okay.
with the
5.
announcements.
5 minutes.
It
Great.
is
Five.
Yeah, 5-minute breaks usually last 15.
No, they do not.
No, it's the talk that lasts for 15 after the
that's
5-minute
part
break.
of the game is called social trivia. Do you not know it's called social trivia by Susan? So that's the game.
I was just stating a
Trivia
fact.
is a
I
way of getting
wasn't,
to announcements.
I wasn't criticizing it.
Okay, we're on 5 minutes, you guys. And then
So when do I
15
come back for my
minutes, and then
round?
we're gonna come
In
back
15
and
minutes? 20 minutes?
we do 5 minutes, then we come back for 15, and then we go to round 3. Calm down, everybody. Pictures up on Facebook now.
You are fast.
I only have one job.
We had one job.
Still recording.
Oh, jeez. It's close to 9 o'clock at night and they're doing something next door. Scraping on the ground. There's like a whole bunch of dust and dirt. Can't even see what they're doing. I think they destroyed a fence or something like that. Ah, well. Well, at least our team is not in last place, so that's nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
it's nice
nice.
for you, Vincent.
Huh?
It's nice for you.
It's not well, yeah, but
Not only are we not in last place, we're in first place.
yes. Of course, that might change, you know,
That is true.
might change. Not that it means anything.
It's supposed to be bragging rights. Tell all our friends.
Yeah, and I have to apologize for my team. I had the companion after. I forgot Clara was before, and it was Bill. The male name was it was a female companion, but her name was Bill.
That's okay.
So yeah, I had
You
I
still
had them
got almost double
reversed on
my
them too.
team.
I said I put that name down first, and then I remembered Clara in between.
Yeah, what's
Which
sad is I was like,
which
I
one did
can't
you
believe I
get
got those
wrong?
mixed up.
Which one did you get wrong, Carl?
Kermit
Kermit
voice. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
figured.
knew it wasn't Oz and it wasn't Henson's kid, but I couldn't remember who it was.
Yeah, I never heard this guy's name before. I looked all this up.
Did his son ever do any voice work, or did he just like take over like production of things? I thought I remember he did some voice work, but I can't remember if I'm just.
He did the voice work on Labyrinth. He was the Hoggle character.
But he never specifically replaced his
Oh.
dad Kermit for any short period of time, is what I was.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I incorrectly guessed that, Ben.
Yeah, that's what we put just because we weren't sure. I was like, oh, maybe it's his son, but
Right. And then Carl was pretty sure it was not him, but we had no answer.
Are we back? I'm back.
Peggy was the funniest one listening to regarding the Star Trek question. This is like, I think she understood more than 2 words in there.
What language is this in?
At and of or something. Yeah. Like, what?
5 minutes are up. Come on, you guys. I'm back. You guys are supposed to be back.
He voiced Hoggle in the film Labyrinth.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what Vincent was mentioning, I think.
Yeah.
Don't knock over the trash can, Cat.
Yeah, and the actress in
where's Kat?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I know Adrian's on a cruise still.
Yeah.
Where is she cruising?
She was in Samoa.
Yeah, she was in Samoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you want me to message Kat and see where she is?
Make sure she's
Adrian's getting.
Yeah, I mean,
I think she weren't they going to go to cruise to Hawaii and then fly back from there?
Hey,
Well, she's
Brian
back
Henson
soon.
was the principal performer for Audrey puppet in Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop.
Oh, that's pretty cool. The stuff. you know.
Co-creator and executive producer of Farscape.
Yeah, there you go. I still haven't watched
Hamilton, are you coming in here?
that.
Are you
Started
going out?
watching it, and I
Then
just
you
couldn't
close the door.
take the puppets.
Pick. Close the door because
And apparently is currently married to Mia Sarah.
Really?
I don't know that either. Yeah, since 2010, apparently. Crazy.
all right. Eve, Avi, Janine, Karen. Fantastic. So this is our moment where we get to shine and talk about what we have going on in our world. And I always find such interesting things that are going on. Hi, Alan's here. Hi, Alan. You got your sprout. It's got a sprout on.
I just walked in. I'm heading upstairs, and you can put me on a team.
Or you want to be in a separate team from Avi?
Yeah, we don't talk to each other. I'm going upstairs.
Poor Avi.
Ron's still here, right? Where's Ron? Oh, there he is. Okay. You've moved. You were down here. Now you're okay. Never mind.
I'm still up there.
Okay. So, Rob, what do you got?
Well, coming up this Monday on RFRX, I'll put it in the chat, a brief evolutionary history of what we are and how we got here by Gutsick Gibbon, real name Erica Matthews. She's a very popular YouTuber, often appears with Forrest Valkai on 8-hour shows somehow, but she's going to be on our little podcast this Monday.
Okay, so she did show up on the Seth Andrews podcast, not sometime in the last month or two.
Oh, I didn't catch that one.
At least I thought it was the or maybe or
she
maybe
was
I just saw a link to something she did quite a long while ago.
No, she was on with us recently.
Yeah. Because I only started listening to the Seth's podcasts rather recently.
Did you see the one with me and Richard Saunders?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
We were his guests about a year ago, maybe.
Oh, okay. It's I started watching it listened to it less than a year
You
ago.
can go back and watch old episodes. They were
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I hear one of the best ones about a year
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
We talked about
She's
the
really
Great
very
Australia.
good, but you have to you work hard to listen unless you're.
Yeah, I'm done with her. I can't. I'm
She's
sorry.
very, very. She's very
I don't
good.
have that kind of energy. I'm already 62. I don't have,
This?
I can't learn that language. All
Who
right.
is this?
That woman who talks really fast and everybody likes her. She's supposedly really a great bone person, dinosaurs and stuff.
No, paleontologist.
Yeah, she does
Paleontologist.
dinosaur stuff.
And
And it's so far over my
all
head
about the
that
great
I
apes.
might as well be on the bottom floor of a skyscraper. But people like her, so, and they learn and they think it's great. So I'm just the slow one, I think, because they got
Oh, I
it.
like her, but I have to work very hard to understand what she's
I
saying.
shouldn't have to work that hard. No.
A lot of what she says is so different from when I was in school, right? Because I'm even older than you. But it's nice to keep up. And she's in school now. She's working on her PhD right now. So this
Yeah,
is the
I
most modern.
think she has a semester to go to get her doctorate. Yeah.
Cool. That's why she's in a hurry. All right. So that was all you have, Rob? I'm surprised.
Yep.
I just
I'm
thought-
in the midst of buying and selling a house, so I don't have a lot of time for stuff.
What, Vincent?
I just talked with Kat. She says she has a really bad headache, so
Oh,
she
we'll tell her we miss her.
can. Yeah, I did.
And ask her what she
said
did
that.
with Richard Saunders. That whole last episode, she just took over.
Yeah, she did a really
Yeah.
good job on the last
Yeah.
episode.
Oh.
It was an interview with me. I guess I could say that there was an interview with
Yeah.
me. We're talking about motivated sitters on the last Skeptic Zone, and that was really interesting. It was a real great episode, but I always like the Skeptic Zone. And but it was Richard and Saunders interviewing me about this concept that I've been starting to write about more.
Richard and Saunders interviewing you?
Richard Saunders.
Oh, I thought you said Richard and Saunders as if you were meant to say somebody else than Richard.
No, Richard. Dick Saunders.
So she texted back and she says, "Thanks. Represent Canada well."
No pressure or anything, Vincent. Okay, so
I got to
Pride of a
represent
nation is on the
Canada.
line, Vincent.
What?
Pride of a nation is at stake here, Vincent.
Yes.
All on you.
So the Skeptic Zone had Kat McLeod, Annie McClevin, Adrian Hill, Jessica Singer, and Susan Gerpick on the latest episode of Skeptic Zone. And we wow, it was all female cast now that I'm looking at this.
There were some promos on there too.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Well, wait. We'll get to you guys. Hold on.
An entire female cast was that coincident with the all female blue
Space launch, yeah. Our 11 minutes in space. So, Kyle, what do you got?
Well, this week on Data Skeptic, we've got an episode called The Small World Hypothesis that explores this idea. You know, Stanley Milgram came up with this. Could you send a letter to anybody? How far away from there are you in the world? You might know that Kevin Bacon 6 steps thing. Well, Facebook measured it. They came up with 4.72, I believe, was the distance between any two people. So we talk all about how connected the real world is and how flat things are, how closely connected most people are this week on Data Skeptic.
That was really interesting. I listened to the episode, and you were talking about, you were trying to figure out who the person is that you're least I mean, like, who would be the hardest person you would connect with? I thought it was an interesting topic of who you chose.
For a lot of, I don't know if that just in general, but there's this thing called through the American Mathematical Society, that they have a tool that if you give two mathematicians names, it will tell you their publication or the author distance, like how many steps of like who's published with who's published.
It covers that. That's on the episode.
The Erdos number.
Erdos number, yeah. They cover the Erdos number.
Yeah, he talks about that on the show.
So, Kyle, what you're saying is I think they called it the degrees of separation, right? So that phrase is now 4.2.
At least in the context of the Facebook network, correct.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I did see pointed out that in, say, medieval Europe, some peasant could go up the chain through the local landlord, through the baron, and get to the king in not very many steps, assuming he could get each step to be interested in whatever. Yeah.
But it's a really interesting episode. It's fairly short. Of course, I didn't get the math, but I find the concept really fascinating. And what Kyle says at the very beginning is he's talking about who is it that would probably be the most distant for him. And then Think about who that is, you guys, in your life. Who would be the most distance?
The
person
president
who
of
you would
North
have the
Korea?
most
Is it the
trouble
president of
getting
North Korea?
to.
Did you
President-
listen to the episode?
I'm guessing to the no, not yet. Was that
Yeah,
right?
that was my guess. Kim Jong Un was probably
Yes.
the
Yeah, I was
most
thinking the same
distant
thing.
person for me.
Someplace where you couldn't get to.
Right,
Would
you don't
that
probably know anybody in
include,
North
like-
Korea to begin with, or so
Yeah.
wow.
Does that include, like-
I was thinking someone in Tibet, or something, but
I'm thinking of like somebody that's been in prison for like 45 years.
Ooh.
You know, in a foreign country we don't even know the name of the prison or anything.
I would have thought
Yeah.
somebody like in Africa
makes
that was
sense.
like out on the plains, just living quietly without, just there. And I would have thought that would be the person.
Yeah. I
Kim Jong-un.
well, I would have thought, but my brother visited Zimbabwe or Zambia and met a few people, so that it's probably not a lot of steps to quite a few Southern people in South Africa for me.
That's
Just
true.
Just
And
because
I know you and you know him.
And I know people in South Africa too, or I know one person who goes to South Africa, Jim Underdown. Oh, and by the way, Kyle, I think your website's down. It's making a
Yeah, we're down at the moment. We're working on it. Thank you, though.
just FYI.
Yeah.
Math. Avi, you've got what is that, a 2? What does that mean?
It's
Avi
because
is
there's
second.
another mathematician named Avi Steiner. I'm the second one.
Oh, your dad did that, so you had to do it?
No, my
There's
dad.
another Avi Steiner mathematician.
Yeah.
So you had to go into math?
must engage him in single combat. There can be only one.
Yeah.
The only one.
Thunderdome.
2 Avis enter, 1 Avi leaves.
Okay. So coming up next, we have we have We Can Reason, which Vincent, you're supposed to be representing We Can Reason, I guess. That's coming up soon.
No, because I'm not putting it on. So
Well, you're close, you and Jim.
I'm close, but I don't know I know only what emails I'm getting, and you probably get the same emails. So
You say there's a conference in Calgary.
Who's the
there
speakers?
there is a conference in Calgary. Forrest Valkai is one of the speakers. Susan Gerbic is one of the speakers. Seth Andrews is one of the speakers, and
I'm 1 degree separation from all 3 of those people. Interesting.
Jeannie Scott.
And by
Jeannie.
by the way, on the Sunday, there will be a trip to the Tyrrell Museum, and that the picture behind me was taken there.
Oh, nice.
Natural Science Museum.
So there's lots of dinosaur fossils near there, and they've been digging them up.
And then
I'm really
after
looking
that,
forward to
it's
that.
going to be something happened in St. Louis, Carl.
Maybe.
I had booked my flight. There better be something happening.
Let's see. The Skeptical Society of St. Louis will be having a free Skepticamp at the Holiday Inn of Creve Coeur in St. Louis, Missouri, USA, on Saturday, May 17. Come join us and see talks by Wikipediatrician Susan Gerbic, polymath Leonard Trammell, Kyle Polish of the Data Skeptic podcast, Adrian Hill, reporter for the Skeptizone podcast, and other great speakers. Details can be found at skepticalstl.com.
Very
So
good.
it's on the Skeptic Zone this week.
And he got that. He just memorized that. He didn't read anything.
You know how he has a memory. And Faith and Romero are not here right now, but there's also an episode on, they did a promo for their Skeptic Camp, which is coming up in May. And that's going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina.
The next week, that's Towel Day.
Towel Day, yeah. TOWEL. I know where my towel is.
So
I know where
don't
both
to
of
go
my
to Nauticon, go to St. Louis Skeptic Camp instead.
Yeah, Skeptic Camp is going to be far superior. Far superior. And I'm trying to see anything else that I need to know about. Chicago. That's coming along.
Yeah, so we have 3 confirmed speakers so far.
Wow, good.
We have Susan Gerbic. Um,
That person gets around.
yeah, I don't know who
Yeah.
that
Thank
is.
you.
I don't know her
Thank you,
very well.
CFI.
We have Rabbi Adam Shalom from the International Institute for Secular Humanistic Judaism, who will be talking about a humanistic approach to religious traditions. Um, uh, and Glenn Branch from the National Center for Science Education with a topic to be decided.
Yeah, I just
What about your dad?
My dad is also playing doing entertainment. He's going to be doing his touch base with Alan shtick.
Oh, that'll be fun. And Kyle's going to do a talk.
Kyle, are you doing a talk?
Of course he is.
Happy to.
Of course he
Okay.
is. He has to. It's like a law. I can't go or
Don't
he
be
can't
cool.
go. And if you don't go, yeah,
I
Kyle.
think Kyle should do a song.
He'll play the bass.
Susan, are you going to Banff afterwards?
I'm going wherever I'm told to go.
Oh, okay. Because that's not with the group. That would be Adrian that would probably drive.
I'm going, I don't know where I'm going. I'm going wherever anybody tells me to go.
Bobby, when is this thing in Chicago?
It is July 27th.
She's thinking about it. And Santa Cruz Skeptics, it looks like they've got theirs all lined up, starting to get busier, and they've decided they're going to try to do a drag show after their skeptic camp because that's cool. So I went up to Washington this last weekend, and
Where
I
is
met up.
this Washington?
I went up and I met with
All right.
the Seattle
Who had
Skeptics.
the 10:07 Central Time on the Everybody take a shot.
And I went to go see. I hung out with. They had a meet and greet for me for the Seattle Skeptics, and I had 7 people besides myself showed up, and it was really nice for them to show up on a weeknight outside of their normal area, and we had a really great time. Had a great discussion, and they are super excited about doing their skeptic camp, and they're trying to pick a date. It looks like September, because they're trying to pick something, and they're hoping that hopefully they'll be able to do something with that pretty soon. So that, and then we've got October, we've got Vegas.
Yes, we actually got a place thanks to Gail. And
Yay!
I have a few confirmed speakers. I got you, Kyle, Brian Dunning, and
Dunning's
Jim.
gonna show up? Oh man.
Yeah. And Jim Newman said he'd come down and do the movie again.
Oh, that'd be great. That movie's excellent.
Yeah.
This is coming together very, very quickly. It's all coming together. I love this. Am I missing somebody? No.
What's the date on the Las Vegas again?
October 25th.
25th. Okay.
October 25th.
Basically when SciCon would have been.
Right. And I have news that I probably can't share about that. So the only other thing, sorry guys, the only other thing I could do is mention that I was asked to do an article for Pensar, which is to think, it's the Spanish equivalent for Skeptical Inquirer. And here it is in English. He translated into Spanish for me, and now they've moved it into English. And this is my most recent thought process about psychics. And I am working on another article that hopefully will appear in Skeptical Inquirer. And it'll appear after Operation Banana Cream Pie, which is descending on us quickly. Yeah, look at Carl. Afterwards.
So Susan,
right. Yeah.
I'm curious because the articles I have in Pensar were all translated from either Skeptical Inquirer or AIPT. So why is this also not being published in Skeptical Inquirer in English?
Well, okay, so he asked me if I would write something specifically for Pensar.
Okay.
And so I specifically wrote this article for Pensar. He translates what I say, because my Spanish is awful. He translated it into Spanish. And then I shared it on Facebook, and people were like, well, I want to know what it says. And so he goes, okay. And he turned around and put the English version.
Oh, at Pensar, he's got the English version in Pensar?
I just put the link to the English version because I don't think anybody here speaks Spanish.
But
except
it's published in English on Pensar. The first I've heard of that.
well, Pinsar's only. I thought it was a print magazine. It used to be. It's only uh, online.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Is the English version on the online Pensar?
Well, I just shared a link to it.
Well, I didn't click it. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah, it
English
is.
version.
That's interesting. I don't think they have any other English articles unless it's a recent change. They're doing that.
No, they don't. He just put it out because people were saying, I'd
Oh,
like to
interesting.
read that. And
Okay.
he says, okay, here it is. He just put it in English.
That's good. And he didn't retranslate the Spanish back into anyway. He used your original, I hope, because
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
That would be the hard way to retranslate.
also not that great. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah,
It's fine. As far as I'm concerned, it's out.
good.
All right. Anything else? I'm done unless I do need more people to volunteer for next week. Just FYI. I think I have Peggy. So, all right. Kevin, you're up.
Wow, that was quick. All right. It's a simple one.
I think Kevin, I was thinking about it. The only people I'm not going to see this year in person are Jamie
And me.
and you.
Really?
And Kevin. No,
Wow.
I'm not going to see. Yeah, I'll see Ron. I'll see
I
Jamie.
might go to the Buffalo thing. When is that? 2026?
Yeah, but that's a long time from now.
Yeah, that might be the only thing I get to go to.
Oh, Norman. Well, I'll see Norman when they finally get something up in Oregon.
Norman's very lazy.
If I show up there, you better. If I get to Oregon, you're going to show up.
Yeah, I'll see that.
Yeah.
This is my category. Name the characters.
Oh.
Remember him.
That's number one. And they're all, I didn't number the screens because there's only 10 and they're numbered on the left side. So they're already numbered. This is number 2. This is number 3. Number 4. I'll send the file in the chat too. This is number 5. I tried to make them difficult.
Okay.
This is number 6. Number 7.
Get your son over here to help us out, Deborah.
Number 8. Number 9. And number 10. And they should be in the chat by now.
Oh.
There they are.
Yeah.
Name these
So-
characters.
Go to your rooms. What's she doing? Come here, Peppa.
Oh, she just left. Okay.
Susan, you got to put me somewhere.
Okay. So we are going to put you in 2.
Not exactly Shakespeare.
That's fine. I don't care. Okay, I need to go to my room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I think that's Tudor Turtle.
Who?
Tudor Turtle?
Help me, Mr. Wizard! I don't want to be a Three Musketeer anymore.
Unless it's somebody else. Because if you look at the upper right-hand corner, there's an E with a accent on it.
Touche, like touche.
Touche
Touche
Turtle, maybe?
Turtle. It was Touche Turtle. Yeah.
Touche Turtle. That's a different character.
Oh, that's totally different. Where was Touche Turtle?
No idea.
Wait. You guys know of a Touche Turtle?
There is a Touche Turtle, but I don't know if that's him, though.
Well, it looks
I
like
think it
him.
has to be with the thing.
And the E on the end with the accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, Touche Turtle.
Yeah.
And Tutor Turtle looked a little different.
This is
That guy's from Yogi Bear, but I can't remember the guy's name.
That's the Ranger.
Ranger
from Yogi.
something.
Is it
Yeah.
Ranger Rick?
Ranger Rick, Ranger
Smith.
Rob, Carl
Smith.
Smith.
How do you know that?
Ranger
You know how
Smith.
Carl knows stuff. He's a
Not
witch.
right. Then nobody should know this.
Is somebody writing these down?
This
I
is
got
from
him.
Little Mermaid.
And
Okay.
Carl has him.
Ursula.
Ursula.
After
Oh, yeah,
Carl's
Shakespeare.
cat.
huh?
I have no idea who this little weird thing is.
Banana Man. Banana
Yeah.
nose.
Anybody know that guy?
Is it a
No,
dog, a monkey? What is it?
I have the same reaction to this guy.
that's Pogo, isn't it?
Oh, it's Pogo.
Pogo.
I think you're right.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
like it. I wasn't used to Pogo in color because,
Yeah.
God, I haven't read Pogo in so long. It's the Pink Panther,
That's
right?
the no. That's the guy that
No.
says
Snagglepuss.
Stage left.
Stage
Snagglepuss.
left. Yeah.
Was Snagglepuss
Oh,
pink?
yes,
left
he
even.
Well, there's Snagglepuss and Snaggletooth. He's Snagglepuss, though, right?
Yeah, I think so. You're
Because
right.
there was like a twin. That's Underdog.
Underdog.
All right, sing the song or I won't believe you. This is one of those chipmunks.
It's
Bob.
either Chip or Dale.
It's
Yeah.
Chip. He has a black nose.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
right.
God,
You can tell the
Karen.
difference between them?
Yeah.
Chip has a black nose.
Yeah, and Dale has a red
Black
one.
nose. What color nose does Dale have?
Red.
No way.
How
I love you
Yeah.
guys.
That's
You're the best.
Krusty.
That's
Yeah.
Krusty the Clown.
Krusty the Clown.
And then we have Polly Purebred.
Sweet Polly
Pure-
purebred.
Is it
Sweet
pure
Polly
purebred or pure
How
heart?
do you guys know that?
Purebred. She's a
Purebred.
dog. Purebred.
Dog, so she's a
Purebred?
queen.
Okay,
Polly
purebred.
Purebred.
Oh, wow.
From what show? And can we sing the song
Underdog.
now?
That was from Underdog.
Yeah, can we sing the song?
Start
What
it.
was her
Then I'll
name?
remember it.
I can't.
don't-
I can't remember it myself. Sorry.
Underdog.
Underdog. I don't know. Yeah, it's just like
Underdog.
I'm here to save the day.
Oh, Susan was singing it.
Yeah, it's
Sing it for us.
what is it? It's
I can't remember.
I'm here
Susan,
to
do you know
save
this
the
guy?
day. I can't
What?
remember the song title now.
Yeah, Susan, do you know number 4? This
You're
guy.
a cartoon specialist. That's this one
Like
that's
a
up.
hillbilly of some type.
I
Yeah.
don't even know what that is. He's got a banana nose. It's
It looks like a squirrel or a thing or a rodent of some kind.
I can think what he'd be from. What would be the I don't
He
even know
looks
what genre
familiar.
that is.
He does not even look familiar to me.
He's from BK Tunes, whatever that is.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Is it a modern thing? I don't think I've ever seen this.
Sammy Squirrel.
Go for
Is
it.
that a squirrel?
It doesn't look like a squirrel, though.
I think it
The
has something
tail's
to do with
not big
bananas.
enough for a squirrel.
Tail's not.
really.
No.
But what else is it?
He has a black nose. It's Chip.
It's Chip again. Chip gets around.
It's Chip on a Sunday morning.
It's Chip on a bad
it's
day.
banana chip.
It's Chip at age 55. The other
After
one is Chip at
He had
age
some work
12.
done.
Chip in old age.
Chip after a dip.
Old age senior Chip.
Chip without money.
He's got pants on at least.
Yeah, the other Chip doesn't.
No, the other one doesn't.
COVID weight Chip.
I don't even know. This looks totally foreign to me.
No.
I wonder if it's Japanese or something.
No, I think
I don't
he
think
has,
it's
like,
Japanese,
Some
no.
kind of
No.
southern drawl.
Yeah.
He does look like he walked right out of the swamp, huh?
He looks faintly optimistic. So
Stupid is what
Is
I.
he
Yeah.
part of Deputy Dog? Is he in Deputy Dog? Deputy Dog was
I don't think so.
southern, wasn't he?
I think he would look familiar if he was Deputy Dog.
Yeah.
He'd have a badge.
No, he's
For what?
not
And he doesn't
Deputy
look like-
Dog.
But is he in it, is what you're saying.
I don't even remember that show.
I think he might not be a show. He might be like an actual cartoon, like the Pogo cartoon.
He put that Snagglepuss in there just to really confuse people because they're all going to say Pink Panther.
No, I knew it wasn't Pink Panther.
Yeah, I knew there
I
was
don't
somebody.
remember
I wouldn't
Snagglepuss
remember the
being
name.
pink. Was Snagglepuss pink?
Yeah, I didn't remember it until you guys said
Was
it.
he? Was Snagglepuss pink?
Yeah.
And then I said Top Cat, who was orange and had a
Yeah.
hat. So I
Top
was
Cat
way
was a
wrong.
Tom, wasn't he?
I was way
Top,
wrong.
Top Cat wore a hat though, didn't he?
Yes, yeah, yeah.
You guys know
But
that
I'm
song, right?
sure it's Snagglepuss.
Sing that song. Okay, we got somebody who's sure. Way to go, Eve.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure Snagglepuss
exit
even.
stage left. I mean, I literally say it all the time.
Exit stage left.
left.
What was he in?
Exit
Snagglepuss.
left.
Hanna-Barbera
It's a Hanna
stuff.
Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera.
Oh.
Yeah.
Saturday morning serials.
Yeah, he was like in Quick Draw McGraw and those.
Oh, Quick Straw.
Yeah,
And Babaloo.
And what was the last one? It's Polly Purebred.
Polly Purebred from
Sweet
Beat.
Polly Purebred.
sweet. Got to have the word "sweet" in front.
Sweet
Oh,
Polly.
Which one was Snooper and Blabber? Remember that?
No.
Do we want to put something for 4?
And he say elementary
name?
school, my dear Blabber. He was the
Well, it would be good to, it doesn't really help to put anything if we really don't know.
Put squirrel.
EK2.
Yeah, just
Well,
put squirrel.
banana
maybe.
squirrel.
Well, maybe it's Blabber, or maybe it's Blabber from Snooper and Blabber.
Blabber?
Yeah,
Carl, ask your kitty.
Never heard of Snooper and Blabber.
Snooper and Blabber.
From
Snooper was like a
DK2.
detective.
I don't
a
think she
cartoon
knows
detective like Cat, and he'd always say elementary school, my dear Blabber.
Okay. These are fun because they do bring back a lot of memories from
And
our
it's a nice
childhood.
variety to have. After Shakespeare, you need something kind of.
Did we get to Rangers?
I like the variety that you can get with our trivia. So Amy and Paulina, I don't even know what the categories are going to be each week. So I have no idea if they're going to be totally different from each other or not. It's all new to me. That's why I float from one room to the other. I'm the extra person who's no help, but it's so interesting the different kinds of stuff we come up with.
Yeah.
Amy Bender, where are you from?
I grew up outside of Boston, but live in Los Angeles now.
Okay.
Oh.
I was going to ask you, but it's just that Bender's not an uncommon name. So I was going to, if you have any Bender family in Toronto.
How far outside of Boston?
So I had a lot of family in the New York area.
No, that doesn't
So
count.
outside of Boston is where? Because I'm outside of Boston.
Yeah.
We're all outside of Boston.
In Andover.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cute. She said
Where-
that.
My wife's from Weymouth.
Weymouth?
And my wife's from Weymouth. I'm from Taunton.
We lived in Mendon.
Kevin is watching the Karen Reed trial that's just about to start.
My wife's into it. Oh yeah, it's been
I was
interesting.
watching it just before we started the game. I'll have to, when I finally meet her, we'll have something to talk about.
Okay, do I need to go through them or just read the answers out loud?
Your choice.
Okay, because I didn't make an answer presentation, but just the answers.
Just
Number
put it in
one
the
is
chat, 'cause I don't know.
Touche Turtle is
I don't
number
know how
one.
to spell some of these.
What was he from? Kevin, what was he from?
His show was called Touche Turtle and Dum Dum.
Never heard of it.
It was a Saturday morning show, I believe, for a little while, maybe late 60s or something.
Yeah.
How would you
Ranger
spell
Smith.
Touche?
Number two was Ranger Smith.
Oh,
I knew that.
We got it right. Ranger Smith.
Oh,
Number three is
Yeah,
a
good
Disney,
guess.
a
Bob
Disney
Smith.
villain, Ursula.
Ursula, got that.
Number four. Did anybody get number
Shakespeare.
four?
No.
No.
I don't
That's
think
from
so.
the
Amy,
Deputy
you know
Dog
it?
cartoon.
We got Snagglepuss.
Not for four.
No,
That's
not
not
for
number
number 4.
What is for, Kevin? We don't know if we got it unless you tell
let
us.
me
It's a
let me
banana guy.
share it again.
Remember
Yeah, you
which
should
No, what's
share
the name?
the
Just what's the
presentation.
answer?
I
Oh,
only knew he had a Southern accent.
is that the dog one? Or that
He's
You
a
know what it
muskrat.
was, the one with
His
the
name is
elephant.
Muskie. Muskie the muskrat.
Oh,
Muskie.
God, I knew that.
What's
Oh,
he from?
Muskie.
What's
from
that from?
Deputy
Dog.
He was a deputy dog.
The next
I
one
didn't
is
get
Pogo.
We got
Yay.
that.
Yeah.
Pogo Possum, yeah.
Yep.
I think he was occasionally addressed as Pogo Possum because that's
that's an acceptable answer.
yeah.
Okay, go through them real quick. Touche Turtle. I left this little hint up there with the little E.
Yeah, that's
Thank you for that.
That helped.
Okay.
We were going
And
to
then
go with
Ranger
Turtle.
Smith, Ursula, Muskie the Muskrat, Pogo, Snagglepuss.
Yes.
Yay.
Did anybody catch the theme?
Theme?
Underdog.
Oh, look at the first letter of each name.
Yep. Who's this guy? I want to know
Chip.
his name, not both of their names.
Chip.
Which one is
Chip.
this?
Chip.
That's correct.
Oh, okay. What if we put Chip or Dale?
No,
Chip.
you have to have
Chip
Chip.
has the brown nose, and the Dale has
Chip and Dale are different.
Yep.
Karen remembered the
Dale
brown
has red
nose.
nose.
Yeah, crusty.
Crusty
Black.
And
sweet Polly
Polly
purebred.
Do you guys see what it says?
Nice one.
PRUNPSUCKS.
What is it?
I should have known that. In fact, I started to look at it.
What was the last one? What was the last one?
Sweet Polly purebred.
Polly, that's right.
Trump sucks.
But Trump sucks again.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody did that a few weeks ago, and I said I'm gonna make it work.
Yeah, that's it.
I think, wasn't it Paul that came up with one on tariffs suck?
I think it was Jamie first for Trump
I
sucks.
think
but I think
somebody
Trump
did it,
tariffs
and I
suck.
said that's
Yeah,
nice. I'll do that
okay.
one next time.
Yeah, I did that before.
So does Sweet Polly purebred have 3 E's in it, or was that just a typo, Kevin?
I don't even know. I cut and pasted it from somewhere.
I'd be curious to know if they actually spelled
Yeah,
it that way.
it's either a misspelling on their end or my end. I don't think I typed it like that though. I think I cut and
You
pasted
copy
it.
pasted that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Pogo
yeah.
is not. It's the G is small G. I'm copying and pasting myself.
Yeah.
Snagglepuss. Oh, I
That
made
was
it
fun.
backwards.
Andrew Smith. Oh shit.
That was fun. Peggy was saying that it was a nice looking back on the good old days. I had no idea who that banana guy was.
Who's he, Daddy?
I guess Snagglepuss popped into my head at the last second.
Well, it's Pink Panther. All right, so let's.
I got one more thing to share real quick.
Team 2, Deborah and Alan. So you guys should be.
Hold on, I got one more thing to share.
Yeah.
Can you see that one?
Yeah.
How to
Chip
tell
and Dale?
Chip and Dale apart. Black
Oh.
nose, red nose, they are different. Their teeth are different.
Karen knew that. She
Aaron
screwed
knew that.
up on her Chip and
Well,
Dale.
I mean, they're completely different personalities. I mean,
Yeah.
Chip
I
has
heard
the
somebody
chocolate
say
chip
they're
nose.
exactly the same. I said, no, they're not.
no.
Think of
Yeah.
chip as a chocolate chip, but it's black. But I mean, still
We
chocolate
didn't
chip.
we didn't get the theme and we didn't know them apart, so we just had a lucky guess on that one.
You think all chipmunks look alike?
Oh, we didn't get
A
it
little
because
bit,
we wrote Chip or Dale.
You have not talked.
No,
to
I wrote Chip.
Oh,
I
then
think we
okay.
settled on
And that's
Chip.
what I heard. I said we need one, and we said Chip.
Okay.
Bobby, take what you can get.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see if Team 2, with all the deportations, it's odd that the White House Easter Bunny was brown in color this year. What do you got?
Well, I guess now that Rob said that, we have 7.
Yep.
Okay. Then we have. Do you have to keep the baby for the $5,000?
9.
9, yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
Except for that stupid whatever it was, muskrat.
Musky.
We had 8.
All right, tied
Whoa.
score. Musketeers, are you pulling it out?
They got
8.
0.
It's got 0. Oh,
8.
20.
Wow, we're still in first place.
I thought I made that tougher. Next time it's going to be tougher.
Okay,
No.
last round.
Yeah.
Pulling it out. Let's see what we got over here. PaulT.
Let's see.
Muskie was almost
I'm
Morocco mole.
excited.
I don't know. I needed an M.
He's got planes.
I got
I was just at a
planes.
museum this weekend with planes in it, so
Oh,
I'm afraid.
so
Museum of Flight up in Seattle.
so I've started a theme, I guess, because I have motorsports and stuff, and now I have fighter aircrafts, specifically World War II fighter aircraft.
Ooh,
That was my favorite exhibit, World War I and World War II at the museum, aircrafts. But I'm not going to know any of these. Like, God, oh Lord, no.
All right, so this is kind of, it could be hard, it could be easy. You'll see a theme, and
Does Trump suck?
no, I didn't do that.
He does though.
Okay, so
I make a
question
comment in your
one.
background, but I don't want to spoil anything in case.
Question one. What was the and I'm not going to read the they're all multiple choices, and I'm not going to read the answers because I'll totally give it away. I tested my team at work today, and when I read the answers, they were like, "Oh, the answer is." So I'm not reading the answers. I'll just read the questions for you. So, what is the primary fighter aircraft that became the iconic symbol used by the Royal Air Force during the Battle of Britain?
Paul, would you post it before you read it so that those of us who are copying it have time to do that while you're reading it?
Yeah, I thought I did.
And we don't want Janine mad.
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
There you go. Thank you.
I forgot to hit the button.
So this is not going to be a
multiple choice.
typical. This is not going to be a typical bonus. You're gonna ask 10 straight questions.
Maybe you'll see at the end.
Can I get an extra point if I knew it before you posted the multiple choice?
Oh, it's not. Why does it do that? Okay. Question two, which I don't know why is it not.
We have that discussion every week. You can watch the last 5 or 6 videos.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I put a Q in front of the numbers, because then it doesn't know it's a number. It'll start the numbering over again if it knows it's a number.
All right, don't get me and Rob started on this.
Yeah, please don't get them started.
So number 2, which I don't know, was put number. Which American World War II fighter was famous for escorting bombers deep into enemy territory due to its long range? Add the.
I fixed it.
Yeah, I'm just fixing the next one. Oh, still putting the 1 up there.
Yeah, it'll always renumber it.
Just type over it before you hit enter. Oh,
sorry.
It's fine. We
All right.
understand.
At least it says Q3. All right.
Yeah. I'm just going to take them all out. Okay. So question 3. What is the primary Japanese naval fighter at the start of World War II?
I know what a Kawasaki 500 Ninja is.
Can't see him.
It's not a fighter jet.
Don't give us hints.
Vincent?
Then what is wrong with you? Little mouth.
Little mouth.
Number 4.
Sorry.
Number 4. What German fighter aircraft was nicknamed the Butcher Bird?
Oh.
Vincent, the Canadian Air Force is a flying squirrel.
That's a new one on me.
Is it Chip or Dale?
Oh, no,
Rocky.
I know what he's talking about.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Number 5. Which twin boom American fighter was nicknamed the Fork-tailed Devil by the German pilots? Number 6. Which carrier-based U.S. Navy fighter had distinctive gull wings and served effectively in the Pacific Theater? Oh, I lost my cursor. There it is. Okay. Number 7. What country developed the first operating jet-powered fighter during World War II? Number 8. What aircraft did the Ball Company develop?
Why are you guys laughing? I don't get it. Is there something I don't know?
C. Don't you see? C.
Rob.
Wiener.
Which television series featured the F4U Corsair primarily? Prominently, sorry. Prominently.
Oh.
All right, question 10. Approximately how many how many F4U Corsairs were built during the production run?
FU4, right?
Yes,
FU4.
FU4.
FU forever.
Yep. And I do have a bonus question, which by now I think everybody knows the answer to. Which letter is clearly the wrong answer?
You're kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just copying and pasting. You guys are reading these things, I guess. I'm not.
Well, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Go to your rooms.
Let me read these things.
Boy, because of that bonus question, now I feel really bad.
I like the bonus question only because I kept looking at questions, answer C all the way down, saying, these don't look right.
Oh, so they're all wrong answer.
Yeah, the C.
Guys, I'm in the
C
wrong
is
room. I
the
gotta move to.
obvious.
Hang on. I gotta move to the right room.
Don't give any answers to Kevin.
Don't answer. I'm trying to find my way out. Leave room.
Snagglepuss would say,
Yeah.
exit stage left.
Very good.
Or he says something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Now let me reshare. Now that he's going.
My problem is I don't know any of the right answers. I just know all the
Well,
wrong.
you got one to
I have
three.
some guesses, but I'm not positive. So maybe together we can figure it out.
Okay, yeah. So the Spitfire for 3 would be B. Yes. Okay. So
I don't know. I'm not
somebody
sure
was-
on 2. I don't know if it's the. Is it the court? I don't know which one has the long range.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're good
So
on question 1.
So
and
I've
3.
got guesses for only 4 of these. Oh.
Okay. I'm pretty sure 4 is A.
Okay. Okay.
But again, I could be wrong.
That sounds right.
Right. Yeah. So
Susan, what do you think?
Yeah.
And then 5, lightning.
What do you think's going on with Luann? The old Luann, Ron. I don't know if you're following Luann again, but she's dating. She's on a date with
With
what's his name, Aaron?
Aaron.
He's taking her to a sweetheart dance, and I don't think I think it's a
What
dream
are we
sequence.
talking about?
Something important.
Something not
bear with us,
answering
Ron.
questions that may
Something
cause
has
us to run
nothing
out
to
of
do-
time. Is that what we're doing?
Okay.
I gotta keep us on track.
Okay, for 7, I think it's I think Germany was first.
That was my guess, but I couldn't remember. I was like, it's either Germany or the United States, but and then my guess too was also Germany, so we can put that.
Yeah, but Germany didn't have the petroleum to really fuel them by the time they developed them anyway.
I'm pretty sure 8 is the Wienermobile, but
Yeah.
Now I know why he said he couldn't read them out loud, the answers.
Right, exactly.
Nuts. Laugh.
Anyone know the answer to 8?
I know what a Corsair is, but I don't know
think
if it was
it's-
developed by the Vaughan company.
I think it is A. But again, It's just a guess.
Is this the same vote
Why?
that's
Based on
on
what?
Trump's cabinet?
Nine. Obviously Airwolf is out. MASH
That's out.
didn't really, it
They
was
didn't?
medical, so it didn't really have the planes in it very prominently.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of planes in the
But
style.
my guess was Baba Black Sheep over Hogan's Heroes, because again, Hogan's Heroes was a comedy, so I don't think they had planes in it very prominently.
It was all inside of a Stalin.
Right.
So it was
Yeah. So
ships.
we're gonna go Baba Black Sheep for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. What do we think the answer to 10 is?
Well, it's not 300,000. We know that for
Right.
sure.
50,
Is
should we go with
50,000 sounds a little high to me as well, but I could be wrong.
I would say D.
And my guess was I was leaning towards D. I don't know if anybody else has a thought on that.
No, I said D.
Shall
What?
we go for D?
D2. D as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
my answer.
yeah, that's what I was
I
thinking as
guess.
well, D.
Okay, did we have something for 2? Oh,
I have the Mustang, but I'm really not sure which one had the long range, so I could be wrong on that. Could be the Corsair, I don't know.
okay. Let's see let's see for 4. Okay, 4 we've got A.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Messerschmitt.
Yeah. Okay. So I had
I think we have an answer for everything. We just don't know how.
Yeah.
I really wanted to answer the Wienermobile, Paul, but
I wanted
I'm
Liechtenstein.
so sorry, Paul. I did not realize that the bonus question was that of like which letter. I just knew what the answer. I knew what that was. It's a motorcycle, if I remember correctly.
Well, so the next question, the 300 SL Benz is a car.
But still, Vincent, other people might not know that, so you don't want to give an advantage to other teams when we're trying to score points.
Right.
So
I feel so bad. I'm so sorry.
We don't win. It's your fault, Vincent. Now.
Oh yeah. I got a lot of pressure on me now. Gee,
absolutely.
I have to represent Canada, and now like I kind of gave away an
We got
answer.
3 of us from Canada here, so you're okay.
Yeah.
So now the important question, Susan, who were we talking about? Is this
Luann.
a reality show or something else?
It's a
Who's
comic
going on a
strip.
date? What?
It's a comic strip.
Oh, okay.
Luann.
What's the comic strip? Oh, is that still going like
Luann.
active? Oh, I don't.
Hell
read
yes.
You
But
just
are you
celebrate-
following Ron? Are you following Luann again? The old one when they rebooted it, they're following it from the beginning, the black and white ones.
No, that one I don't get. I only get the new guys.
Well, the Luann again, it's started from the very, very beginning. And I mean, there's Luann and Luann again.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
But the Luann again, because I didn't hear the Aaron Hill story. I didn't hear all of that. I came into Luann late.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
so she's been asking, it's between her, Gunter, and wanted to take her to the dance. And she's been waiting for Aaron Hill. And Aaron Hill's apparently invited her to the dance. But so all the episodes, all the shows, all the things are her dancing with Aaron Hill, and she looks all lovely, and he's talking to her and everything. It's a dream sequence. I know it is. It's got to be because
I just looked to see.
there's
Oh
no
yeah,
way she's
Luann
going out
again.
with Aaron Hill.
Yeah, I just noticed that Luann again is available.
It starts in,
Oh my God, why is my
I mean,
computer
if you were to
so
go
slow?
far enough back, you would be able to watch the first one to
ads.
Or you
I've
can
been
get
following
Luann
it for
on
a few years now.
Espanol.
Oh, do they really have it in Spanish?
Yeah.
So-
this is
so-
all on Go Comics.
So
Oh, that's the where I just pulled up.
there
Ron,
it is.
I was pulling
Yeah,
up. There's
that's the Go Comics. Yeah.
Yeah, Go Comics. But
So
if
this
you
is
go
today.
I really
Luann
hate the new
again,
interface
there's
too.
there's another one. But did you know what? The guy who created this, Greg Evans,
Yeah.
OMG. So he and his wife, when they were in college, they got pregnant. She got pregnant, and they were moving to Australia. They graduated from college, and they were going to move to Australia. So she didn't have. So they decided just to have the baby adopted. So they adopted the baby out, and the child it was a little girl. And then
7 seconds.
So Greg Evans and his wife moved to Australia. They teach in Australia for 2 or 3 years, come back to the United States. The good part. So their baby's adopted, and the baby comes back and finds them. She's reading the cartoons, and she sees the name Greg Evans and says, "That's the name on my birth certificate." And her son, and so they connected.
What
and
are you
it's
talking
his child, and her son is a cartoonist.
Wow. We're talking about Luann. Get with the program, Rob.
Left-handed cartoonists, both of them, and they look just like each other. Really freaky.
I had the exact same response in the breakout room. Rob, I was like, what are we talking about?
Well, this was worse. So we came in the middle of the conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you believe it? These people. And so they got married, and they had more children, but their first child was adopted out. And
wow.
They have, I can't even imagine it. They have a full sibling that was adopted and raised elsewhere. And here,
what is this
finding out later that you have a full sibling?
Is this a Hallmark movie you're talking about, or what is it?
I don't think so.
It's a real.
There's only one plot to that.
Oh.
I'm telling you, it's real life. This is important stuff.
Yeah.
So,
30 years later, Rhonda discovered that she was adopted.
I mean, if I had twins, I would definitely separate them for science.
This is an experiment.
Exactly. One has to be brought up by a supervillain just to see, how they end up.
It's like raising two puppies
What?
from the
The
same
coffee maker?
litter. They
I'm
bond
not sure I
with
do.
each other
It's
and
pretty
not
gnarly.
you. And
Did you take it apart?
It's done. But Danny DeVito and Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
But it's so
Twins.
cool. I mean, because
Identical
this
twins.
woman found her father and her mother, and her child is doing
All right.
just cartoon drawing. I mean, he was like only 9 or 12 when she
Can we
found him.
continue
but
this in the
still.
after show for people who care?
No, this is important stuff.
Yeah, it's
Somebody
getting-
just wrote on my talk page on Wikipedia.
Bob, remember that time in the time machine where you went forward and came back and told us about the Statue of Liberty?
Somebody just wrote on my talk page on Wikipedia. Just a heads up, there's a lot of accusations on Twitter about you running a 200+ member anti-UFO cabal on and a viral post on Twitter. I'm
Oh,
like,
that's silly. We don't have 200 members.
300.
Everything else is right.
I know. I thought it was funny.
It's silly. It's actually the whole world but them.
But the thing is that the people who on Twitter, they'll see that post. I can't post on Wikipedia without them knowing it. So weird.
Okay, so back to the game. Hopefully everybody had
the
as
game.
much fun as I did making these questions.
So, Paul, I'm probably the only person playing this game who's actually designed fighter jets, and I only knew one of these.
Wow. Really?
Because it wasn't World War II fighter jet. F-22.
See, World War II fighter jets were the last true fighter aircrafts, because after World War II, they just became video games.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
so
quite ironically,
Leave it alone.
many of the post World War II things were totally secret until they appeared in combat. The F-22 was in a video game before it was actually being produced. It was bizarre. Yes.
Yep, and I think all the future ones are all going to be in that same camp.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anybody caught the pattern,
Yeah, we did.
but
There's something else, you guys.
no, the answers were B, D, B, D, B, D, B, D.
What?
Oh, yes.
What's up, Buck? Beady, 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 beady. What's up,
B, D,
Buck?
B, D, B, D, B, D, B. So for answer number one,
Buck
is
Rogers in the 24th century or 25th century.
Yeah, that was They
So
got
it's the
Spooky or
Spitfire
something? Snooky?
was number one.
Tweaky.
Number two was the P-51 Mustang, and I heard someone started talking about it, but wasn't quite right. It was the Tuskegee Airmen who flew the Red Tails for the American bombers in Germany. They were also the most proficient fighter squadron in the entire World War II. So, number three is the Mitsubishi Zero. And I also heard someone mention all the answers were actual aircrafts except for the bonus question. So all the other names, they were real aircrafts and during World War II.
So Wienermobile was a real aircraft?
Well, we'll get to that when we get to the bonus question. Number four was the broken. I practice this so much, and I still can't pronounce it. It's it's D. It's the 190.
Focke-Wulf 190.
The Germans loved this plane so much that when they went to get attached to a squadron, they were asking for that aircraft. They loved it so much. Number five is the P-35 Lightning. If anybody's ever seen it, it has a dual tail section.
You said P-35, you meant P-38.
Oh, did I say P-35? I mean, yeah, it's P-38, sorry.
God, I get those two confused.
Only a slight change in one of the tails. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's easy to confuse.
So D, the one with the gilled wings, that is the Bolt F4U Corsair, as you can see behind me. So it has this kind of swooping wing. Not B. Number seven is Germany. They were the ones who first made the jet-powered fighter.
Yeah. I don't think they would have had the petroleum to run it by that point.
That jet worked on diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still,
they had better access to diesel at that point in the war than they did gasoline.
Yeah, the fuel efficiency was terrible.
Yeah. They were really short range. They didn't
work.
They were pretty close fighters. Number eight is again the F4U Corsair. Number nine is Baba Black Sheep, my favorite TV show as a kid.
I was all over that.
I loved that show so much.
My dad hated it because he says that is not what it was like at all. The same with
But that was a real squadron. They took a real squadron that was the black sheep of the Marines.
Happy Boynton.
Yep.
It was a real squadron, but TV, they kind of Hollywood upped and everything.
Yeah.
And they made 12,500 of the Corsairs during the entire war.
You overestimated.
So, and for the bonus question.
What about 10?
10 was the 12,500. It was the number of aircrafts that were made. And 10, the answer is C. So it's Hawkeye Pierce, the 1985 cartoon Thundercats, the Kawasaki 500, the 1965, or was it 65 Heineken, or 64 Heineken?
Yeah, it's a
It is the T-17 Michelin, which is actually the size of a tire of the Michelin makes. The gilled wings of the Mercedes-Benz 500. Liechtenstein was actually a neutral country that was with Sweden or Switzerland. Sorry, so they were a neutral country.
Also, also the smallest country in Europe.
Yep. I used to work there.
The Wienermobile, Airwolf, and there was an estimated 300,000 total aircrafts built during World War II. So the bonus answer is C.
Gee.
Alrighty.
Yeah, really?
Was there any figure for all the aircraft among among all the combatants?
There probably is, but I only looked up what America made. So yeah, America only, out of all the aircraft, the bombers, the fighters, everything, there was estimated 300,000 aircrafts built during World War II.
Yeah. Now my dad was in the RCAF, and at the end of the war, one thing he did was he helped fly a bomber back to Canada. I don't know. I guess there are some things you can convert a bomber to do for peacetime use.
Oh, a lot of the bombers. No, those were the transports. Never mind. I was going to say a lot of the bombers were converted into supply planes, but no, those were all the cargo and heavy lifting aircrafts.
Okay, maybe I misremember. Maybe he did. Maybe it was a transport aircraft. But anyway, and
I did have one more bonus question, but I thought it was too obvious.
Oh, what would that have been?
What is my favorite aircraft?
Why would that
can't be the Corsair?
Could the retired bombers have become crop dusters?
B-17.
Okay.
Battleship. And most of the retired bombers were parked in the desert.
B-12 vitamin.
With the horse with its no name. Okay, so I need two people. I need a category for next week and a bonus. I've got Peggy and Karen otherwise.
Can we do scores first?
No.
Oh no,
I might need to put a category together, Susan.
Okay, you want a bonus or you want a category?
Regular.
By the way, the answer to the previous question, according to historical records, approximately 810,000 aircraft were built by all powers during World War II.
Oh.
Who wants a bonus next week?
If nobody else, I'm always do it. Susan.
Okay, Gail's got it. All right. You guys better cough up sooner or I'm gonna hold off on everything. Everybody's supposed to write at least a category and a bonus and just have it sitting around. Don't laugh. You know you all do. Okay. So we are anywhere from
What about
17...
a bunch of half-finished rounds sitting around?
Yeah. I write in my head all the time. 17 to 25. So let's see. With all the deportations, it's odd that the White House Easter Bunny was brown in color this year.
I had a good score, but we're
9.
way too far
9.
behind for it to make a difference.
Earlier than this now.
All right. Do you have to keep the baby for the $5,000?
All the points.
And the new popes. You notice it was
We had 9.
That was all the not capitalized letters there.
That was our strong category.
Musketeers.
We also had 9.
Wow.
Somebody made it too easy. Look at that.
Oh,
We are tied.
For first place. Cool.
Oh,
We need a tiebreaker.
Ties are good.
It was a bonus. It was supposed to be fun.
It was a lot of fun.
This is trivia. This isn't fun.
I had fun writing it.
okay, all right.
Thanks, Paul. That's true. When you write these categories, it's really fun.
Yeah.
You will have fun.
I had fun cutting, pasting cartoons.
Amy, how was it for you?
It was great. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for coming.
Our score was Amy's doing mostly.
By the way, does anybody know if my baby brother's alive? I haven't seen him move or say a word since I came. Oh,
Yeah, because
okay.
we've been talking about Louis.
Bye, everybody. Good night.
Good night,
night,
Audrey.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, I gotta go.
He was
Good
on
night.
Good night, Ron.
All right. Good job. Good job, everybody.
Are we hanging around for a little while?
I can hand off
Okay.
to whoever wants
I'll
to be
hang out for a
handed
little while.
Little
Good night,
while.
Ellen.
I'm taking
Good
off.
night,
Drop back and
Paul.
throw a
Good
pass.
night,
Good
Gail. Good
night.
night, Ben.
Good night,
I'm
you
trying to
guys.
hand it off. Hold on.
Good night, Eve.
I'm
Good
trying to
night.
give the powers to Karen, and as everybody leaves, the box that I'm supposed to be clicking keeps moving to the side. I'm like, stop, hold on. Let me make host. Okay, there you go. Thank you.
I got a big day tomorrow, so I'm gonna get
Boy,
some
what's
sleep.
happening
I'm gonna be
tomorrow?
up- going to New York to take photographs at the cutting room.
Oh, that's right. You were talking about this earlier, huh?
Yep.
Ooh, fun.
Well done.
Good for you.
Yep.
Good for
It's
you.
a couple of Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is gonna be there, a couple of surprises. They're giving an award to Peter Criss from the band Kiss.
Oh, cool.
So I'll meet him and a guy named Ricky Bird. I think he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for Joan Jett's band, I believe.
So it's gonna be a bevel cut.
What's that?
You're gonna have to do a bevel cut.
I don't know what that
Bevel
means.
cutting for the mounting.
No. I'm just taking photos.
Oh, photos.
Yeah, I'm taking photos.
He's not going to take a photo. He's not taking photos and giving it.
I'm bringing my camera to shoot pictures.
He's a photographer.
No, I
Is
know, but if you were to mount your photos, you would do a bevel cut.
Yeah, I know what you mean on the
Yeah.
mat, but
Yeah, on the
I
mount.
very
yeah.
rarely do that.
It's
Most of the
very
time,
hard.
it's just digital.
Yeah, it's a very intricate.
Yeah, I printed a couple. There's a guy named Bernard Purdy going to be there, very famous drummer. He invented the Purdy Shuffle. It's a thing that all drummers
He
do.
related to Brandy?
I don't know.
Brandy Perney?
I don't know. Purdy,
Brandy?
Purdie, Bernard Purdy.
Oh,
So he's
Rob,
going to be
Rob,
there, and I had photographed him about 7 or 8 years ago. So I'm going to bring some of those photos to get him to autograph them for me.
Oh, nice.
So it's a lot of fun. I did it last year. Just went, paid for a ticket, and asked for permission to bring my camera. They said, yeah. So then the guy the stage manager thought that they were paying me. And I says, no, I'm just did it out, because I like doing it. So then this year he says, oh, I thought someone from the place. I said, no, they just approved me. They didn't pay me. So he says, well, can you do it this year? And I says, yeah, I'll do it. So they let me in free this time.
Oh, they should pay you.
Yeah, I know, but I don't
But
want
you
to
know
push
you
it.
want to go.
Yeah, it's a fundraiser for the first responders in New York.
Oh,
some
well,
firemen
Oh,
and
yeah, you
stuff like
don't.
that.
Yeah.
So you never
Well,
ask
that'll
for
be
money.
fun. Looking forward to
It's gonna
seeing
be
some
tons of
photos.
fun. So I'll get there on the train, walk to the place, and it's like 10 blocks from the train station, and they'll have tons of food and free drinks and stuff like that for me, and then about 11 o'clock at night I leave.
And you're still going by yourself, right?
Yeah. My wife was invited, but she didn't want to get someone to watch the dog, and it's a lot of walking from the train station and back at night, and it's a little dangerous. But I've done it before.
Paulina, what are you eating? You're in my
Popcorn.
house.
Popcorn.
She's she's in my house, and I've been watching her eating all this food. She's been here for hours. So I'm thinking, what in the heck?
I had yogurt. I had a banana, and I'm having popcorn.
You ate my banana?
Yeah, another one there.
She's studying soil chemistry and it's hard.
She's eating all your popcorn now.
Where'd you get the
She
popcorn?
needs food.
You had popcorn in there.
When
Did you
you're
pop it?
studying, you need food.
I already had some in there.
You had popcorn in there. Mhm.
She knows my house better than I do. Karen, you should just come on down and have some popcorn with Paulina, apparently.
Oh, you're not there, Susan?
Huh?
You're not there?
No, I'm in my house. I'm in my room. She's in the other room.
Oh, okay. So you should
Yeah,
go get some popcorn.
I've been here the whole time.
Yeah,
I
so
just
she's in
found
my
out-
dining room. That's Mark's stuff behind her. Point to where I am, Paulina.
So see on the left.
I'm right
side,
there. See?
She's
That's
right in
me.
that room.
Hold on.
To the left. It looks through the hallway to the room.
Turn the laptop to my door. Turn your
Uh-huh.
laptop. That's
right
me
there.
in that door right
She's right
there.
there.
Throw
I'm there.
something at it.
So
See,
oh, I
can
can
you
see.
my
Yeah, I
arm?
can
See
see
my
it.
arm?
I see you waving.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
me. I'm in the master bedroom.
Around the corner, Mark used to
You could
sleep
stick
with.
your arm out and
Mark
make
slept
believe you're
right there.
shaking hands and then really shake hands.
Oh, there's the
And then this was his blanket.
That's his binky. Mark's binky. Pauline, it was so cold. I said, go get Mark's binky.
Wow.
It's cold in California?
Oh, we're cold over here all the time.
Yeah,
De-
50 degrees
define-
is cold for
define
you.
cold.
60 degrees. Yeah, 60
We're
degrees. is
wimps here,
cold.
you guys. What are you talking?
So San Francisco was 54 degrees and it felt like 46 degrees
Oh
yesterday.
my God. Oh my God.
I mean,
Wow, it's probably minus negative something over there, right?
it was pretty cold. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, San Francisco can get pretty chilly.
Yeah, it was really windy though. It was pretty windy.
One year I worked at a camp when I
Mhm.
was a teenager. I worked at a camp, and in the end of the summer, around early August, it got down to like 65 degrees or something in the morning. You know, it was like 90 degrees during the day, and then all of a sudden it was 65 in the morning. And the guy I was working with was from Jamaica. He was like shivering. It was so funny. He couldn't handle 65. I said, "This is great. You kidding me? Better than sweating all night."
There's a quote that's attributed to Mark Twain, I think. There's a lot of things attributed to him, which you didn't say,
Yeah.
but which is the coldest winter I ever spent was a summer in San Francisco.
Oh, I've heard that. So we're
And
gonna go
and
see Mark Twain's place. We're gonna go to Mark Twain's place.
where is that?
Hannibal, Missouri.
Ooh.
That's the plan for the day after Skeptic Camp.
And we have no plans until I don't know what we're gonna do, Carl, because we have to be in Raleigh, North Carolina on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what I'm gonna do. CFI said, well, maybe they'll do it. I can go to Indiana and do a talk at their CFI. They have a branch and they're resisting. They don't want us to go because they don't think people will show up on a Wednesday night or whatever it is. And my jaw dropped.
Tell them you can get 40 people to show up when you speak in St. Louis on a Wednesday night.
Well, they don't
have
want
a
to do it.
branch
So
out there.
first
They
they
should be
said
able to
they
get
didn't want to
people.
pay for it because we would need like a hotel room and
Yeah.
like $100 flight or whatever. And then Eric says, "Oh well, I'll pony up the money. He'll help pay for it." They're a branch with a building.
Why don't you just go to like freaking Denny's 24/7? Just
Stay
chill
at
there.
Denny's?
Yeah. Show up at Denny's. Sit there for
No,
24 hours.
but they're like you. Anyway, we just can't believe it. I just
So
texted-
when are you leaving St. Louis?
That's the point. I don't have an out day. I have no flight. I was going to drive or fly. I have nothing. I don't know when I'm leaving St. Louis. Is there anything happening there that would keep me in St. Louis longer? Or should I go to Raleigh and just
Well,
hang out
we're
there?
obviously we're planning on the Hannibal thing on Sunday, and then if you and Adrian are both around, we were thinking of heading to the Lincoln Museum in Springfield, Illinois on Monday.
Oh, well, we'll do that. But now what am I going to do with the rest of the week?
I should let Leonard know about Monday in case he wants to alter his plans for when he leaves.
Yeah, for reals. I just talked to somebody who lives there. Who is I just talking to that lives in? I just talked to somebody who lives over there. So yeah. Okay, so we're there till Monday, so we could leave Tuesday, but then what? Just go to Raleigh? It's hard to go in and invade a place before the skeptic camp because they're always like running around and busy and and you don't want to bug them. So
Susan, they go to you. They're not bugging anybody.
well, I'm talking about like if I go to Raleigh, we're probably going to stay at the same house of the people who are running the skeptic camp, and I don't want to be like relying on them and stuff like that. They work, and so I don't know. I don't know what to do with ourselves from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Go on a hike.
Well, I thought I'd rent a car and just drive over to Raleigh.
You want to do that?
13 hours, but then we just stop somewhere. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm waiting to hear.
Do you want to sightsee?
No, not really. I mean, it's okay. Where's Carolyn tonight? Okay, and Leonard, where is he tonight?
I don't know.
What is that noise that's going on in there? I can hear.
Where?
In your room. Is Hamilton playing with a foil ball or something?
No, it's the bag of popcorn. The bag of popcorn. No, he was on the computer and he kept yelling at me.
Oh, he's been yelling all night.
He
All
jumped.
right. Does anybody need anything else from me?